One skull902 back here for yet another stream of Pokemon. Did my training, did my stuff. It's time for part 2 of Pokemon Sapphire, but we're here with Jen today. Hello.
Hello, it me.
Yeah. Jen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. I'm awake earlier than I have been in like 2 months.
I know the feel. Uh, so yeah, hi Sunswift, welcome to the stream. Hello Yancy. We're back here. And I guess just to update you guys on what's been going on. The first stream, I got the first badge. I had a poll set up to be like, oh, hey, what Pokemon do you want me to bring over from Fire Red and Leaf Green? Uh, and you guys voted Charmander. And then I found out during the Q&A sesh that trading Pokemon from uh, that particular set of games over to Ruby and Sapphire is an actual bitch and a half. So, if you saw on Twitter, I went with the next best thing because I didn't feel like beating Fire Red just for this one thing. So, I put
What?
a. Yeah, like, you gotta get some items in, like, the post game in order to be able to trade between Fire Red and Leaf Green and Ruby and
Ew.
Sapphire. Yeah, it sucks because like you can trade freely between the Gen 1 remakes just fine as soon as you get to the Pokemon Center for the first time, but for whatever reason,
That's so weird.
yeah, it's so dumb. Uh, So you guys voted Charmander. So in order to stick with the spirit of the vote, I put a Torchic in the party, and he's been doing good. Developed a fucking attitude problem though, so hopefully that gets nipped in the bud here today.
Next best. um, so which gen is this one again? Is this Gen 3?
That's correct, Jen.
I think this is like the early one that I've never played.
Yeah, this is a first playthrough for me as well today, so I'm I don't
Uh,
know exactly what to expect with this, but hopefully it's a good
it's
time.
Game Freak, so you should expect the same thing that's in every other Pokemon game.
And I'm surprised you didn't call it KFC. Well, it was the next best thing, so you know, next best. Well, this is a very foggy cave.
How does that even work?
Um, it's so hot inside the cave that
Wait, maybe there's hot springs.
maybe,
Oh, that guy and his little bird.
yeah. What? Are you coming? Come and get some then. Oh, okay. Grah, keel haul it all. That hostage Pokemon turned out to be worthless. And to think I made a getaway in this tunnel to nowhere. Hey you, so you want to battle me?
No.
Well, that is the point of the game.
What I've always wanted to like does the protagonist of these games look like they train Pokemon? Cuz like imagine how annoying it would be to go through this world if you don't battle them. If you're like a pacifist, you know?
Yeah,
Like do you just have to stay home?
it does seem like everybody who owns Pokemon but doesn't like go after the gym badges or anything, they just kind of have to stay in their hometown and hope that
That sounds like a terrible system.
yeah, nobody ever travels unless if you're a
Like
Pokemon trainer.
Like, what if my dream Pokemon is one that's located on, like, the other side of the continent? Do I just have to be like, oh well, and then stay home?
Maybe you have to like carefully plan out a move and never go in the tall grass because you might get attacked.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Oh goodness. Welcome, Sai Patel, Lyrical Miracle 9608. Kimasabe. Welcome to the stream.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
We just read this first. This is plain not right. The boss told me this would be a slick and easy job to pull. All I had to do was steal some package from Devon or Diva. I'm not sure.
That's Devin.
Cheh.
Devin.
Devon. You want it back that badly? Take it. Hooray.
Wait, what? Do you want it back that badly? Take it. He just sort of... You didn't even ask for that. He just handed it to you.
Some guy in the city was like, oh no, I need those parts.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah. Pico, am I glad you're safe? Pico owes her life to you. They call me Mr. Briny, and you are...
Mr. Briny?
Ah, so you are Chatty. I sincerely thank you. Now, if there's anything that troubles you, don't hesitate to tell me. You can usually find me in my cottage by the sea near Petalburg Woods. Come, Pico. We should make our way home. What a kindly old man.
Yeah, he's just living his life.
He just wants to live with his bird. So have you heard the news Microsoft finally stopped supporting Internet Explorer? No, I haven't.
They just finally are letting it die a peaceful death.
A sad day for all of us who remember. What are your thoughts on Gen 3 so far? It's been alright. So far. I've got to say, though, I think training my Pokemon is going to be harder in this one, because some of them just straight up don't have any fucking defense. Oh.
They don't need defense. I've played enough Pokemon games as a child to know that you just have big attack and then you win.
Yeah, my Poochyena, Doggo, was like one of the most worthless members of this team until it learned Bite. And it took quite a considerable effort to train it between streams because of that. Oh, how did it go? The Devon goods? You did!
That's just what it's called now.
What, the Devon goods?
Yeah.
I apologize for that awkwardness. You did. You got them back. You really are a great trainer. I know. As a thanks, I'll give you another great ball. Hey, thanks, dude.
I just love how item names work in these games.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
PP up, am I right? Excuse me, please. Please come with me. This is Devon Corporation's 3rd floor. As you'll notice, it's higher than the 2nd and 1st floors. Our president's office is on this floor. Anyway, I can't tell you how much I'm grateful for what you've done. By the way, that parcel you got back for us. Could I get you to deliver that to the shipyard in Slateport? It would be awful if those robbers tried to take it again, so I'm entrusting you, an 11-year-old.
Sure.
So, could I count on you to do that for me? Oh, that's right. Could you wait here for a second? Later game it gets a little better. I imagine it would. Yeah. Kimasabe asks, Jen, what's your favorite Pokemon soundtrack? If you have one.
I've never really paid attention to the soundtracks in these games, so I'm just gonna say the original one. I've got that strong nostalgia factor. It makes me happy anytime I hear, like, old school, you know, oh god, I can't remember names. I haven't played Pokemon in general in a really long time, actually.
Red and Blue?
Like the old school music that you'd get in, like, the Poke Center or something. If that stuff kicks on, it's just like, Oh.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Our president would like to have a word with you. Please come with me.
Wow, the president.
Holy shit.
Please, go ahead.
Also, Sunswift says, have we met Time Soup? If not, then nice to meet you. I was on a stream here before. Some of you may remember when Bane stopped by to visit, and I
Yeah.
was there for that.
I'm not so sure if Sunswift was there during that one. It's hard to remember who was in the chat when.
Yeah, well, I was also, I think, more of an evening stream, so I don't know.
That was
Yeah, depends
yeah,
on when you're available.
Yeah, that was pretty late night.
Yeah.
In any case,
I'm Mr. Stone, the president of the Devon Corporation. I
Oh.
just got word about you. You saved our staff not just once, but twice. I have a favor to ask of an amazing person such as yourself. I understand that you're delivering a package to Slateport's shipyard. Well, on the way, could you stop off in Dewford Town? I was hoping that you'd deliver a letter to Stephen in Dewford.
I'm just the mail service in this game.
Yeah. Actually, that is a decent job to assign to an 11-year-old.
Yeah, not the most dangerous thing.
Errand girl, come here.
Now, you should know that I am a great president. You should know because I'm telling it to you. So, I'd never be so cheap as to ask a favor for nothing in return. That's why I want you to have this.
Ooh.
That device, it's a Pokémon Navigator, or Pokénav for short. It's an indispensable tool for any trainer on an adventure. It has a map of the Hoenn region. You can check the locations of Dewford and Slateport easily.
Thanks, Prez. Immediately go back and talk to the president. Okie doke. Alright, you don't have anything to say? Cool. Gotcha.
Oh, he changed his suit. Well, there's two of them. Wow.
It's just a bunch of clones running through that corporation.
I mean, sounds like a pretty cheap form of labor, probably.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Gotta pay one of them. That running animation is real cute.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch. Like, all 17 of the clones of that same guy have to share one paycheck.
Yeah, well, it's the same man if you, like, do a DNA test.
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't they keep digging? Is the bedrock too hard? My beloved awaits me in Verdantuff Town just beyond here.
Oh, poor guy.
If Rustiboro and Verdantuff were joined by this tunnel, I could visit her every day. But this, what am I to do?
I'm sorry, guy. Does the
There's
people...
nothing you can do. Break up with her.
No. The bad ending.
Yeah.
Do the people in Pokemon Universe have an Amazon? That would be interesting if they do. Pokemon has so many clones, especially the Pika clones. You're right, though. Right,
Maybe
I
the
see.
Pokemart also does deliveries, and that's Amazon.
Perhaps. I seem
It
to
is
be
a
missing
chain.
something here. Am I? And you're right, yeah, it does seem to be a chain.
What are those squares in the side of the mountain?
Oh yeah, it's like some kind of slot. I guess I'm supposed to get an item later and put them in.
Mysterious.
Indeed. The Japanese version of that guy's speech is super funny. Let us know, Yancy, what is it? As I fumble around trying to find where the fuck to go.
Listen, that's how Pokemon is sometimes. You gotta run in some circles, you gotta get in some random encounters, you gotta get really annoyed with it, take a break, come back, and then see an obvious solution.
Of course. Okay, this is apparently not it. Those holes are for a move. Gotcha. Pokemon is just cross-country simulator.
That sounds right.
Sounds accurate to me.
You can run for like a really long time in these games.
And just as long as you can hold down the B button. Oh, hello. Chatty, how's your Pokedex? Have you filled it? Sorry, I'm just so amazed by you. Have you filled in any pages? Mine rules. I went on a Pokemon catching frenzy in Petalburg Woods until I ran out of Pokeballs. Yeah.
Oh, is this your rival?
Yep.
This looked like a much older man for a second.
Yeah, he's got such silver locks.
It would be funny if there was one game where you just play like the standard 11-year-old and then you have a rival who's leaving town for the first time who's like 35.
He's like half bald. Like, I've battled through depression for long enough. I need some adventure in my life.
Or he's like, psh, you've been learning to battle Pokemon as a kid. I was battling depression, but now I'm better. Let's go on an adventure.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently I need to go back through here. Same, Jen. I agree with the logic of Pokemon strategy.
Oh, about you run around, use strong move, and then win.
Seems like that's how it's gonna be for this one. Not gonna lie.
We need fan art of the trainers with big beefy legs due to them running.
Alright. Okay, that's not that way. Talk to the woman there. Alright, I'll have to circle back around for her now because I jumped over the thing, but... I trust you guys in the chat who've probably played this more than I have.
Aw, Shroohish is cute. Was it Shroohish? Shroomish?
Shroomish.
I cannot read.
He's okay. Eh. Running and biking. These kids do not skip leg day. Absolutely not.
They can't. Do you think their bodies and knees are just like ruined by the time they're 40? Like, you work out too much in real life?
Oh man. Perhaps.
That's why Ash's mom has a Mr. Mime to do all her housework.
You know what? She's on the right track. It's a miracle seed. If Pokemon holds that item, its grass-type moves become stronger. Besides miracle seed, I think there are other convenient items for Pokemon to hold. Well, I talked to her. Unless if you guys were saying talk to a different woman. Nah, Swift, I was trying to save Repel for the cave.
What? You don't like fighting a bunch of rock Pokemon that aren't that fun to catch?
So apparently it's not even rock Pokemon that are in that cave, which kind of surprises me, but also
What?
I'm thankful for.
What are they?
It's just, Whimsmer, which gave me a lot of shit during my training, so I hate it.
Which one is that? I don't. Let me
It's
look it up.
it's like a purple bunnyish looking thing. Sometimes there are things on the ground even if you can't see them. That's why I always check where I'm walking. Thanks, bro.
Oh, so it's this gen's version of like Jigglypuff, kinda. Just in
Yeah.
terms of design. It's like this lives in a cave and is pink.
Indeedly doodly. Ah, okay. I think I'm on the right track now. Right?
The cry of a Whismer is about 100 decibels and can cause an all-day headache should anyone be near it. Startled by its own cries, it will cry louder. When it finally stops crying, it will fall asleep from exhaustion. Good God.
You're chatty. You saved my darling Pico. We owe so much to you. What's that? You want to sail with me? You have a letter bound for that town and a package for Slateport, right? Quite the busy life you must lead. But certainly, what you're asking is no problem at all. You've come to the right man. We'll set sail for Dewford.
Yes, please.
Dewford, here we come. Anchors away. Pico, we're setting sail, my darling.
Look at this old man. He's so nice.
He is.
What a fantastic fellow.
It's a pretty fast boat.
This is dangerous. Literally scared for my life right now. Someone hold me.
Ahoy! We've hit land in Dewford. I suppose you're off to deliver that letter to, who was it now? Stephen. Yeah, Stephen. Him. He's a guy.
This is a renowned fishing spot. Are you getting the itch to fish? Oh, sure, I'll take a fishing rod, whatever. Yay! And as an added bonus, I'll even throw in a little fishing advice. First, you want to face the water, then use the rod. Focus your mind. If you get a bite, pull on the rod. Sometimes you can snag something immediately, but with bigger catches, you need to time the pulls on your rod to haul them in. Wait, did they make fishing more complicated in this?
What?
Come on.
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe they did. Do you have a fishing pole yet?
Yeah, he just gave me one. I guess I'll try it.
Yeah, try it.
I like what's hip, happening, and trendy. I'm always checking it out. Yo.
Damn, same guy.
Listen, have you heard about this new overwhelming cards?
Oh no, that sounds like nerd stuff.
That's right, of course you know. I mean, sheesh, overwhelming cards, it's the hottest thing in cool. What is this dialogue?
I think this guy's actually a huge nerd, and he's just trying so hard to believe that he's cool.
He's a lovable loser.
Next he's gonna be like, I'm the only one in town that has them. It's like,
Just like how I'm the only guy in town with a colostomy bag. Everybody's so jealous. Wherever you're from, overwhelming cards is the biggest thing happening, right? You know, let's play along. Sure. Yeah, absolutely, right? Overwhelming cards is the definition of in right now. I love you, whoever you are. Excuse me.
yeah, look at him. That guy is not cool.
That guy is the antithesis of cool.
What do people do if they need to go to a washroom? What if my rod hooks a big one while I'm in the washroom? I just can't go.
You know the answer, guy. You're right next to a large body of water.
Or, if you don't feel like, you know, embarrassing yourself in public, have you considered your pants? I guess that wouldn't solve the whole embarrassment in public thing, but at
I
least
was gonna say, I kind of feel like wetting your pants is more embarrassing than peeing in the ocean.
it all depends on whether you think pissing yourself or everyone seeing your junk is more embarrassing.
Listen, there's a lot of guys who just sort of wander to a slightly secluded area where they're still actually in view of everybody and pee while they're camping or whatever. I'm sure it's fine. He looks like a rough and tumble type.
You know, I'm fairly certain we're not even that far away from tall grass either, you know? Just find a bush, my dude.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Oh, that was rude. Come on, Seahawk, you can do it. No! You can change the trends manually. I always change it to big service. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Mephilis, but I guess we'll see. I love boiled potatoes. Random, but you know, you do you, Sunswift.
You know, it feels random, but I feel like any time is a good time to talk about how good potatoes are.
You know what? You get a point there. I like fries. There's
Aren't
trees.
aren't they rich in vitamin C?
They're rich in something. They're rich in potato.
Vitamin potato.
Yeah. Look at this. There's trees all around you, and they're not even far. It's like 2 steps. You can keep an eye on your pole while attending to your pole. That came out very stupidly.
I mean, he does also need to attend to his pole.
Yeah.
He said as much.
Which do you prefer, fishing in the sea or a stream?
Which do you prefer?
I don't think I've ever fished out in the sea, so I guess I'd have to go with the latter.
The ocean frightens me, so I think streams are definitely a better option.
Yeah, the ocean is scary.
Yeah, the older I've gotten, the more comfortable I am just thinking, you know what? Man wasn't meant to go certain places. The ocean is one of them.
Yeah, certainly. Just, you know, something bad can just happen very quickly and randomly, like potatoes, for instance.
Yeah, actually, you know, potatoes have saved a lot of people at sea. Because, like I said, they're very rich in vitamin C, which is a good way to prevent scurvy, because they, you know, stay good a lot longer than things like oranges.
You know, apparently that's also where the term limey comes from, which I find amazing. Hi, Katie. Welcome to the stream.
Hugo Chad says, then you would hate where I live then. Do you live in the middle of the ocean?
ENC there lives in Japan.
Oh, see, I don't mind being near the ocean. I just don't, I don't know. Being on the ocean freaks me out a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I think back to the geology class where I learned about tsunamis, beaches frighten me a little bit. But usually I'm fine with them.
Yeah, it's no problem getting a nice view of the ocean. It's just actually being there.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Fisher gentleman. Why are you still just standing there? Go use one of the trees. Fuck's sake, dude. Time to try and
Wait, you
find...
talk to him again? Maybe he'll be like, oh, I peed during that battle, I was so scared.
Oh no, I've got this feeling I'll hook a big one.
Oh. Well, yeah, he's just, dang, what a sad existence for that NPC. Imagine just needing to pee for eternity because somebody wrote you that way.
And just perpetually thinking that you can't go, despite the fact that there are very many opportunities for you to do so. That's not a life I want to live, definitely.
Sunswift says, not good for your bladder, guy. Yeah, isn't that like bad for your kidneys or something to hold it for too long?
Yeah. Why, there was a thing back when the Nintendo Wii was coming out. Some
Oh,
radio
God.
station was like holding your Wii for a Wii contest. Oh boy.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
And the lady who won held it in for some hours after drinking way too much water. And she won. She got the console, but also died. So
Oh, my God.
yeah. Listen, if you gotta go and you have an opportunity to do so, do it.
Oh, the big boy's here. Come here.
Gorge your eyes on this. It's a silk scarf. It's right at the cutting edge of fashion, yeah? Oh, I can see your eyes twinkling. You appreciate my dazzling style. Oh, you're a delight. Here you go. I want you to have it.
See, this guy's stylish and cares about what's cool.
Yeah, this guy is the actual cool guy.
Yeah. Oh, I got a kitty with me now.
Yay!
Boy.
Wow, you bothered to cross the sea to visit Dewford? Did you maybe come here because you heard about Brawly? He's so cool. Everyone idolizes him.
Is he a fighting Pokemon guy?
Yeah, he's a fighting type gym. I see the gym right now, actually. I gotta find Steven first, though.
I was gonna make fun of the name, but the first game had Brock be the rock Pokemon guy and Misty be the water Pokemon person.
I never thought about that before. What the hell?
It's a little more clever than Brawly. At least the
Yeah.
other ones are names.
I came from the large port of Slateport City when I married my husband here. Life goes by slowly on this little island, but being surrounded by the beautiful sea, that's happiness too. This guy kind of looks like a balding Peter Griffin. There's a lot to be said for living on a small island like this in harmony with Pokemon in the family. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just agreeing with your assessment.
Ah, cool. Steven is in the dungeon there. Oh, okay. Maybe I can do the gym first before. Alright, I'll go, check that, but time to heal these guys first. We need Opie and Gencat do Asmer Crunch. Well, I guess there's a suggestion for a video, Jen.
Yeah, I guess the big boy does like his Tiki Cat Cruncher treats.
And just set up a microphone near the food bowl or whatever, and boom, there you go. Cat Asmer.
Yeah, my girl likes freeze-dried minnows though, which is pretty cute because they're like cat Cheetos. Like that's the sound it makes.
That's an interesting description. Hey, how's it going, champion-bound Chatty? Dewford's gym leader Brawly commands fighting-type Pokemon. Going against him with normal-type Pokemon is asking for trouble. Fighting Pokemon will lay a serious smackdown on normal Pokemon, so be careful. What's worse, the gym is as dark as the ocean floor, but it will get brighter by defeating the trainers in your way.
Ooh.
Hey, okay, go for it. I was wondering what the hell's going on here. This dude's... He really doesn't like paying his electricity bill, apparently. Skull, is that a Torchic on your team, or was that a Charmander? I found out during the Q&A sesh that adding Charmander to the team would be way too much of a hassle. So I went with the next best thing and put Torchic there. Don't you dare brush me off. It's not my fault if you cry. Yes it is, okay? that's a pretty good Peter Griffin skull. Spot on, my dude. Yeah, well, thank you there, Kimosabi. Sunswift says, who likes to remove the pits from cherries because I like it? Isn't that a health thing? Like, you're supposed to do that for, like, the pit could be dangerous for you?
I mean, isn't it like a pit of an apricot or a plum where it's just really hard and would be extremely unpleasant to eat? Or is it also unhealthy?
I'm not sure. What I
Either
do know...
way, I don't like cherries, so I have no experience with this.
The one that's so big it would look unpleasant to consume is the seed or the pit or whatever you want to call it inside an avocado.
Apparently you can eat those, though, if you prepare them correctly.
Interesting.
Yeah. It doesn't look good. I'm not going to do it, but
Yeah, no.
I've seen people do it.
I don't think I've ever had avocado.
Avocado, it's divisive. I think it's delicious, but I understand the people who don't like it.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Actually,
Kuko Chad says, yeah, he actually lives in Kyushu, which Hoenn is based off of. That's cool.
That's really neat. Where? I lost. Oh, well, by your logic, it's not my fault, so go cry. Lol. Bye, loser.
Crawling around on my desk. Get back here.
Avocado is pretty good, says Yancy. Perhaps
It's good when it's like the perfect ripeness.
Yeah, I'll have to try it out someday. Oh, there's another one. Might is right, come on!
It's also, as I recall, just like a very healthy source of fat, which is good.
Yeah.
Good fats are important.
OMG, she's gravity itself, she's floating. Who knows, you might run into me in this game. If I run across anybody named Yancy or Chad, we'll have to see. Get fucked, Machop.
Damn.
As soon as I found out that this was a fighting type gym, I was like, oh boy, I can just use my bird here and not have to worry about shit.
Yeah, I liked that guy going, not enough power!
Oh. Shit, this must be him already. I want to fight more people before getting to you.
Hey, you gotta level up, you bad boys.
Yeah. I just mug you in the game. Oh, well, Yancy, that's not nice. I thought we were bros. You got me that that pre-order of Sonic Origins. It was so nice of you. Now you're gonna take it. Brawly is tough, just a warning skull. I mean, I got Seahawk here. Nose wing attack. Should be fine. Hopefully. Then again, that's what I thought about the last gym, and it took 2 tries. So, you never know.
How it be sometime. Mr. Scoot says, hi, Skull and Jen.
Hi,
Hello.
Mr. Scoot.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. How goes? She was Silver the Hedgehog, Katie. Kitty the Hedgehog. Oh yeah, the female fighter lady.
What is Meditite's deal? Because it looks like it has a bulb of garlic as like a hat. And I don't know if that's the point, because it's Pokemon and they do stuff like that, or if it's got something else going on.
Perhaps it tries using the smell of garlic to throw off its opponents.
I feel like I'd be a really good professor in the Pokemon universe, because every time I'd find a weird-looking Pokemon, I would just be like, "What's your deal, friend?"
Yeah.
So I feel like everybody's thought about this before, but if you were living in the Pokemon universe, what would you do with your life? Like, what kind of job would you want for yourself?
I don't know, seems, or well, there is broadcasting in the Pokemon world, so,
Oh, that's true. There is.
yeah, so, probably go after that.
Okay, radio or TV?
I'm not picky.
Whatever they'll give me.
Yeah.
Always wanted to be. Katie loved to sing. Says I always wanted to be a Pokemon coordinator. How do you mean? Like, what would you do?
If
Or
I
is
had
that
to,
a role in the game that I don't remember?
if I had to hazard a guess, perhaps that's like something performance based.
That was kind of my suspicion, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I'm Brawly, Dewford's gym leader. Stop laughing, that name's cool. I've been churned in the rough waves of these parts, and I've grown tough in the pitch black cave.
Yeah, man, perhaps we should have had Vinny doing his Bane voice for this guy.
So you wanted to challenge me?
Let me see what you're made of.
Pokemon coordinator
Yeah.
participates in Pokemon contests like in the anime. Gotcha.
Okay. Careful, he's gonna grab you.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
he looked ready.
I was reading the chat when he was up on screen, and I saw on the embed here in the corner. I was like, oh man, that do be what he looked like.
Nepalese says Brawly is a surfer dude. So his dialogue should be sprinkled with a lot more like, yeah.
Dude, whoa.
Tubular. I was forged in the waves.
Yeah.
Yes, I have been to Kanto in real life, and yes, it totally looks like it does in the game, 8-bit graphics and everything. I knew it!
Gotcha. In the Pokemon Advance anime and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl anime, there are Pokemon coordinators. I see. Yeah, well, take my wing attack. Haha. Brawly Hawk surfaced the waves. And, you know, he's tough apparently. He was forged in him.
Oh, Katie also thinks that with her Pokemon knowledge, she'd be a good Pokemon professor.
Ooh-wee.
I want to be a Pokemon prof just so I can, like, have cool style and sit around and make children do all my work for me.
Yeah, you know? That and you get all the
other
latest...
than that, yeah, I just get to, like, stand in a room with big technology that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, you get all the latest technology and everything. Is very useful stuff.
I think that I used to want to be like a specialized Eevee breeder, but I think just running a Pokemon daycare would be nice.
Yeah.
Just get to hang out with them, feed them.
Teach them how to be nice to each other.
Make sure they're getting exercise, make sure they're getting along.
That does sound like a good job. Yeah, first try. Whoa! Wow! You made a much bigger splash than I expected, dude.
You swamped me.
Okay, like, you got me. Take this gym badge.
Nailed it. Very Bill and Ted.
Oh, the Knuckle badge. That's a great name.
The Knuckle Badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30, even those you get in trades, obey without question.
Oh, hopefully that solves next best's fucking attitude problem.
And you'll be able to use the HM move Flash outside of battle. If you'd like, use this technical machine too.
I like that he just swings between being a surfer dude and Bane.
Yeah, it depends on his excitement level.
Yeah.
That TM08 contains, like, bulk up, dude. It's a move that raises both attack and defense stats. Bleh. Thanks, bruh. Probably gonna sell it in the store, but, you know. Did Brawly in the English dub have a surfer voice? I don't know.
He should, if only because surfer voices are really fun.
Yeah, they are inordinately fun to do.
It's like the Valley Girl voice. You just lean into it as hard as you can, and it's funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, totally, it's so fun to do.
Hooray! Now off to find Steven. Actually, is there a mart around here?
There's gotta be.
I don't think there is, actually.
There's gotta be. Just go into someone's house and demand they start selling you things.
Yeah!
Is this the mart? No, please leave. I'd like some potions, please. Do you have PP up?
Just some old lady minding her own business, you bust in. Listen here, you bitch! I want...
Hey you, it gets awfully dark ahead. It'll be tough trying to explore.
That guy who came by earlier, Steven, I think it was, he knew how to use Flash, so he ought to be alright, but, well, for us hikers, helping out those that we meet is our motto. Here you go, I'll pass this on to you. Thank you, sir. You are the first nice hiker I've ever run into.
Robert H. says... Oh, sorry, go ahead. I didn't realize.
Uh,
I have the delay. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. Teach that hidden move Flash to a Pokemon and use it. It lights up even the inky darkness of caves. But to use it, you need the gym badge from Dewford's Pokemon Gym. Alright,
He is nice. Did he just give you that thing?
yeah, you just gave me that HM, like...
Dang.
It didn't cost any money or anything.
Wow.
Let's see if any of my guys can use it. Jeff can. Okay, cool.
Robert H. says, yeah, every time you say Brawly, I think you're talking about Broly from Dragon Ball. Also famously has a surfer dude voice, pretty sure.
I wouldn't be telling the truth if I didn't also think the same thing, Robert, so... Let's see here. Yeah, I could probably just stand to get rid of Harden.
Also a very funny Pokemon move name.
Oh, yeah. Metapod, use Harden. Alright. We're all set. We'll go through this, deep, dark, spooky cave, you know? Should probably actually, employ those, repels I got, eh? There you go. Ooh, what's this? An escape rope. Okay. I dare you to narrate the next battle in Skeletor's voice. I'll see if I can keep it up. If I remember. That's marginally better. Okay. I've seen all the dub of Kanto, Orange Island, and Johto, though. Yeah, that's around the point, Johto, somewhere in there that I, hopped off a Pokemon, when I was a kiddo. Imagine...
Okay, I'm gonna go for just a few minutes, but I'll be back.
Okie doke. Imagine someone gets taught the move Flash to themselves and they flash... No. That's not that type of flash. Kimasabe, I will try to redirect Jen to that question when she gets back. Are you Steven? That device you have there, it's a Pokénav. When trainers that have Pokénavs battle, it keeps a record of how things went, I think. Oh, pardon me, my name is Steven. I'm interested in rare stones, so I traveled here and there. Oh, a letter for me? Oh boy. Okay, thank you. You went through all this trouble to deliver that. I need to thank you. Let me see. I'll give you this TM. It contains my favorite move, Steel Wing. Ooh. Ooh-ee. Your Pokemon appear quite capable. If you keep training, you could even become the champion of the Pokemon League one day. That's what I think. Now, I've got to hurry along. Let me tell you, I'm immediately going to want to use this. Seahawk. Alright. Still want water gun. You. Because I've seen everything, and I mean everything in Japanese. You must be a big Pokemon fan then, eh? No, go back to Rustboro. Gotcha, gotcha. So it'd be cool to get in a Discord call and rewatch Advanced in English. Well, you don't necessarily have to get into a Discord call to do that, my guy. Trust me, there's ways. Although, if you can afford the official options, then that's the way to go. Alright, I don't know if I actually needed this, but better safe than sorry, am I right? Yeah. Oh. Ahoy! For you, I'll go out to sea anytime. Now, my friend, where are we bound? I guess that would be Slateport. Slateport, is it? Anchors away, Pico, we're setting sail. Oh, no. Old man, I made a mistake. What is your Skeletor voice? Oh, right, yeah. Okay, yeah, I gotta deliver these.
I've laid anchor in ports around the world, but Slate Port's the best. Let's just put it this way, I bought every game since Fire Red and Leaf Green at launch. Ooh-wee. That's pretty nuts. Oh, right, yeah, I'm supposed to narrate the battle, aren't I?
And then, He-Man, Rarity used Quick Attack, hopefully fainting the Machop. And then it did! Rarity gained 264 experience points. Yeah. Player defeated Sailor Huey.
You're the best.
Chetty got $448. Poké-dollars, that is, for winning.
There you go, Swift. I'm sorry I didn't realize it until too late. Oh, okay. Cool. Now to beat He-Man Skeletor.
Yes!
Okay, what does this sand thing do? Oh, yeah.
Did I just miss Skeletor?
It just barely.
Aww.
Here, I'll I'll do it anyway.
Silk Scarf, a hold item that raises the power of normal type moves.
That sounds just like a skull that's talking to me. I guess your normal voice would also sound like that.
Yeah. I mean, we Skella people do come from all walks of life, so yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I meant no offense. Oh my gosh, do you have a dad in this game?
Oh yeah. It's like the first time in the entire series.
Wow.
Excuse me. Okay. That's what those two things do. Do I have any with ground type moves? I don't think I do, actually. But I do know that I have one with normal type moves, I think. Or... I don't know. Oh, Katie, thank you for reminding me. Kimosabe asked if you sing well.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, it depends.
Let me get the exact...
Some styles, no, absolutely not. Other styles, yeah, not too bad.
Let me get the exact comment here. Do you have a good singing voice, Jen? Just curious, was
I do, especially if I've warmed up. I'm not as good as I used to be. I used to have a much higher range, and that's sort of gone down over the years since I haven't performed in a really long time. But yeah, I used to do musical theater, and I've like taken private voice lessons before. I'm not too bad.
Yeah. Singing.
Yeah, buddy.
Singing's fun.
I really enjoy it a lot.
Yeah. I find myself randomly doing a little tune every now and then. You know, it's just something that makes you feel good.
I do a lot of it in the shower, and I do a lot of it in the car, and it's the sort of singing where a lot of the time I don't sing the song straight through because I'm hearing where my mistakes are, and I want to go back and fix them. So there's a lot of starting and stopping.
And same for me, except it's more so I'm dumb and flub up the lyrics.
Oh, mine is like, I know I can do better at that note. Let's take it again.
Yeah, I get those too, but a lot of the time it is just, oh, fuck. I can't speak.
But yeah, usually my style tends to work best with oldies, some Disney stuff, and like older musical theater.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Take that, you little punk. Being like, oh, I want soda. Well, you know who's got the soda? Me. I've got the soda.
Aw, he's cute though. Look at him. He's so little. He just wants a soda.
This guy just burped in my face, I think. I have to teach him a goddamn lesson. Also, welcome to the stream there, Slytherin and real 33 Panda Gamer. Slytherin, I believe the voice that you're referring to is was it Skeletor? I enjoy singing too. I'd be singing in the showers. It's like the perfect place to sing for some reason.
Well, the acoustics are really good in there.
Yeah, that's true.
I would really love to get back into performance, but especially with the place that I live now, it's like I can't even really find any decent community theaters in the area, and like I don't know. I've thought about trying out for the Dickensian carolers before at around Christmas time, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've been meaning to record some music for a couple of years now, but it's always just I got other shit, you know, to do.
Yeah.
That's a bit more of a priority. Let's see, who do I want to use in this? Fuzzfuck, I haven't used you in a battle this stream.
Why are you yelling? Stop it. Get out of here.
I sing in the bath, also whistle too. Hey, Yancy, you're valid. Yo, trainers, whether you're hot to trot or cool cat not, chill at my papa's spot. I'm scared about what's gonna be inside, kid. I don't like that kind of jargon. Boring battles aren't worth the effort. Fiery, hot battles are what toughen up trainers in Pokémon. Oh my. We got someone who thinks she's a badass over here. Oh wow, Goldine. Oh, cool. And you're a real top-notch trainer. Really likes the fiery battles. I don't think they thought the name for that move through. I know Fuzzfuck is a great name for the Zigzagoon. Well, thank you. Battle all the
Just
trainers.
imagining when you battle one of the like little kids at some point, and you're like, "Go, Fuzzfuck!" and the kid just starts crying.
The kid just like gasps.
Mommy!
That person used bad language.
Yes, as we all know, children pronounce every word phonetically.
I'm going to show you how great my Pokémon are, but don't cry.
Yeah, the apostrophe's a glottal stop.
Exactly.
Don't cry.
Oh, gee, I'm glad that everybody here has water Pokemon. That makes my job really easy. Okay, he said, Mommy, he said the F word. And don't me call with you guys specifically, and I mean a group. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't think that you were trying to, like, get a call out of me or anything, but, you know, I was just saying, you don't necessarily have to be in a Discord call to catch up on some Poke goodness.
Sabe says, "Aw, Jen's cat want food or attention?" Well, probably neither. Sometimes he just likes yelling for the sake of yelling.
I don't know. Sounds like an attention grab to me.
I mean, maybe. Sometimes he just walks in and, like, yells for a while, and then he leaves.
Sorry, have to assert my dominance. Well, this kid's taking the whole don't cry thing better than that one trainer in the gym.
Aw, good boy. Good lad.
Yeah. If you're looking for a battle on the high seas, you'll find no hotter trainer than me, matey. I'll watch it officially, too. I'll import the DVDs. Oh, goodness, I hope that doesn't get too expensive. My mom calls catnip crack.
Yeah, kitty crack.
Kitty, oh, dude. Yes. They should market it like that.
I think some people have.
Hey there, is your cat in need of some good old-fashioned good times? Is your cat in college right now? Just get the kitty crack.
What if the ad was like, "Hey, is your cat looking for a good time?"
Yeah, it's just another cat in a trench coat and does the opening up thing.
Yeah.
Ah, come on, guy. You already used Poison Sting on me. Okay, I'll say you get the experience share after you deliver the letter. I don't know if I'll use it, but, you know, gotcha. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna have to... I can't word things in English to save my life. I need to improve it. Well, I mean, it is your second language after all, so don't, like, feel bad about, you know. It's fine, my dude.
I, for one, only speak one language.
Yeah, same here. Although I am reminded of the last stream, somebody asked me if I ever used a Duolingo before. And
Have you?
yeah, I recalled the story of trying to learn Esperanto, and the only practice sentence that I remember it giving me is La bebo estas tre malbela, which translates to the baby is very ugly.
Oh, good.
A wonderful sentence, if I must say.
I remember every time I've taken a language class, I've tried to come up with an absurdist sentence like that.
Yeah, apparently that's like not too uncommon for Duolingo to just give me fucking like grammatically correct, but at the same time weird sentences.
I think it can help you learn. Like, I remember when I was learning how to read, my dad would write funny sentences so that when I got all the way through, it was like rewarding because it made me laugh.
Ah, yeah, that's actually a rather nice incentive. Just 1 sec. That was a hot battle. I can accept that loss, matey. Good. Do I have antidote? Yes, I do. I have a lot of antidote. What the fuck?
Yeah, I've tried a few courses on Duolingo, and I'm terrible at following through on things, so I don't think I've ever completed one. Well, I haven't ever completed one, but
Yeah.
There have been some interesting ones. I found out that Danish is a language that's hard for my mouth to do.
Yeah, I've heard that from some people. Oh boy, half a dozen bottles of soda. I drink way too much of that in real life anyway, so I'm really happy to have received it. Well, kid, I guess you were wanting some, eh? Oh, can I not give it to the kid? That's rather mean of the game to be like, oh hey, maybe give this kid some soda. But it's not an actual option.
Sodas aren't expensive. That kid can just like get $1 and get one himself.
In the Pokemon world, though, that shit costs a lot of money. Oh.
How much?
Like, it's in the hundreds, and I know.
Well, I thought that it was equivalent to like yen.
Yeah, that's what I was about to be like.
Oh, yeah.
But still, like, I don't know. Well, I suppose with today's prices, that's not too far off. Like, fucking $2.50 for a soda, but you know.
Yeah, your soda pop costs 250 cents.
Yeah. Aside from Swedish, English, and Spanish, I also studied French, Italian, and even Japanese at school. That's quite a bit there, Slytherin. My goodness.
I took Japanese in high school, and I remember very little of it. And I'm not even sure that my nonsense sentence that I came up with is formatted correctly.
Oh my. I almost took Spanish in high school, but then that was the year that I quit. So.
Wow. Yeah, I did French in middle school, and my sentence for that one was "J'ai perdu mon cochon," which means I have lost my pig. and,
Beautiful.
And then I did Japanese in high school, and I did really, really well the first year, and then the second year I sat next to a boy I had a crush on, and then I did really mediocre, too bad.
I have Pokédollars in my wallet right now. Aw, shit. Yancey's the real Pokemon trainer. Mephiles says, get a harbor mail from the... Oh, okay. It's a good thing I'm, right here anyway. I might as well, actually, no, I got enough money. I can start sinking it into super potions.
You know, I might as well ask, because Yancey, is their first language Japanese then?
Yep.
Okay, so if I say Hamusta gaku wa ikitaimasu, does that mean I want to go to hamster school, or have I said that wrong this whole time?
A few years ago, I did a skit where I had half of it in Japanese, but I knew that Google Translate wasn't going to reliably do the job. So,
Yeah.
You know, all of the sentences that are spoken in that are complete nonsense and don't match the subtitles on the screen at all.
Wonderful.
And I've forgotten what almost all of them actually were originally written as. Which is unfortunate, because the only one that I can remember off the top of my head is Mina no sarada soniku wa zeri tokyo mote emasu ka? Which I have no fucking clue what that is. The one that I do remember writing is Sonic, you have the fence of a great cheese.
Yancey says that is fairly close, Jen. I'm proud of you. Hooray!
Yeah! Good job, Jen.
Well, like I said, I was a really good student for 1 year.
Doesn't a beach umbrella look like a giant flower?
No.
No, stupid kid.
And I'm gonna crush your dreams now because you asked me that dumb question. Fucking Lola.
Should try to learn Japanese again. Maybe I can find an online class.
Yeah.
Because I do want to go eventually. I wanna go to Hokkaido in the winter.
It would be a really interesting one to learn, I think, but also very difficult.
I did really, really well learning the hiragana and katakana, and I still remember most of it. But when it comes to like kanji, that's sort of where I was really struggling.
I think written Japanese, I think it would do even worse. Skull, I see you speak my language now. Are you in Japan, bro? No, that was just... I don't even know what that sentence means. It was just some nonsense I wrote for a video.
But yeah, I'm a very visual person, and I guess I'm still more of a like hands-on artistic person. So like learning the basis of the writing came pretty easily to me, and I still remember a lot of the like little shorthand techniques for remembering what certain symbols look like and everything. But yeah, like as long as you don't throw kanji in there, I was able to read stuff pretty easily by the end of like the first year in Japanese.
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive.
I'm a visual lady, what can I say?
Yeah. Oh, this one's crying for her mommy. Not the one that heard me say fuzzfuck, but this one. I'm fine with that. This one looked like Wilford Brimley. The water around these parts is clean. Just like my blood sugar. But I get my zigzagoon to pick up litter from the shoreline at times. I do it, and I do it often. Dirty water becomes rain and joins our rivers, which we drink from. If we pollute the sea, it all comes back to haunt us eventually. Thanks, Wilford.
Good job, guy. You're right. We shouldn't pollute the sea.
Yeah, no, I like Wilford Brimley there. He's a good guy. The light of the lighthouse reaches dozens of miles away. I wonder if it doesn't startle Pokémon in the sea. Don't worry about it.
Who's this?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Who was that?
I don't know, just some rando.
He looked like Surge or something.
He, you know what? He kind of did, yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's Lieutenant Surge. He's on vacation.
Perhaps. You know, I think our business is done here for the moment. Aren't you delivering the... Oh, right, yeah, I forget where the hell I'm supposed to deliver these. Oh, there were those...
I have been to Hokkaido in the winter, Jen. It is without a doubt the most beautiful thing I have and will ever see. I really want to go for like they have like ice carving festivals and stuff. I still remember we each had to choose a location in Japan when I took it my freshman year of high school and do a report on it. And I was like, oh, I like snow. That sounds all right. So I did that one, and I've really wanted to go ever since because it just seems like such a cool place. Literally.
I know I've seen many beautiful places from Japan before, but I can't visualize Hokkaido just from the name alone because I'm dumb. So
it's just neat and snowy, and I believe that's where I think Sapporo is in Hokkaido, so that's where the beer comes from. And
oh boy,
yeah, then they have like cool winter festivities and stuff there. It's just neat.
Nice.
That's all I really remember. This is a report that I did like almost 20 years ago.
Oh wow. Jeez. Okay, so I'm not supposed to battle any of them apparently. Might as well heal my mons while I'm around the area. Go to the shipyard and talk to a guy named Doc. Okay, I think I was there and then ran away from it.
Just run in and be like, "What's up, Doc?" And then run away.
Yeah, got an important package here for you.
The sea is just so vast. Could the sea have been made by the tears shed by Puck? Excuse me? I'm sorry, you're getting far too philosophical on me.
You know, that actually does sound like something that sailors would tell each other. They have so many superstitions and stories.
That's true. Where the water is clean, the fruits of bountiful harvest gather. And where people gather, a market soon starts. And that is how a town is born and grows.
Kimosabi says, I know Japanese words like nani, sayonara, and arigato, and I know nana is 7. I remember how to say wakarimasen, because I said that a lot in my last 2 years.
I can say hello in 2 different ways.
Ohayo gozaimasu. And konnichiwa.
Yeah, konnichiwa and ohayo.
Yeah, ohayo gozaimasu is like the fancy way of saying Ohio.
Isn't it more like good morning? I thought was the context for that one. And then
Yeah, exactly. It's good morning. Konnichiwa, I think, is more of a hello, as I recall. And then konbawa is how you say good evening.
Gotcha. If this goes here and that goes over there, then where does this thing go? And what about this doohickey? I can't make heads or tails of this. I shouldn't have gotten into technology. Hi, I'm Doc. Captain Stern commissioned me to design a ferry. Oh, that there. Are they Devon goods? But, this won't do. Captain Stern went off somewhere. He said he had some work to do. Could I get you to go find Captain Stern and deliver that to him?
It took me long enough to figure out that Devon was like the name of a company that I keep thinking that's just some fucking guy named Devon, where it's like, this is Devon's stuff, cool.
This is Devon. He made it in a garage. All right,
Are you guys
I think
familiar with Barcelona in Spain? I was there once with my mom for a week in the summer 2 years ago. It was awesome. I actually don't know much about Barcelona aside from it's a place in Spain.
Yeah, my knowledge of it is, it's a place in Spain.
Yeah.
The Olympics were there once, and David Tennant's doctor wanted to go there. Yancy, you'll have to tell us what that means.
Oh, gosh. Well, I see a nosu and a tenoko something in there. I remember some of those symbols.
Not gonna lie.
Now you're just showing off.
Not gonna lie, I think I'm lost. Go to the museum? Okay. Welcome to the Oceanic Museum. The entrance fee is 50 Pokédollars. Would you like to enter? Oh, of course. Please enjoy yourself. Oh, gee, a bunch of friendly-looking fellows around here, and totally not up to no good at all. He's directed at chat, Skull, don't worry about it. Okay. If you say so. Yes, if you're looking for Stern, that would be me. Ah, that must be the part I ordered from Mr. Stone of Devon. Thank you. That's great. We can prepare for our expedition now.
Here, hold it. We want those parts.
What? Who are you people?
We're Team Aqua. Our boss wants those parts, so shut your yap and fork them over. You motherfucker.
Did they say what the parts are for?
The one dude in that one building, which is a very eloquent way of putting it, said it was to, like, build a ferry, I believe.
Alright.
Yeah, a kid beat me.
That's a pretty cool looking fish.
It was, yeah.
Aw, man, what a disaster. The boss is going to be furious.
Sniveling wimp, let me take care of this.
You ain't taking care of anybody. Oh, no, man, you got 2 Pokemon, so scary. Oh, gee.
Aw, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no, I'm going in my pants like that guy did. Alright, next best. I haven't used you at all. Hopefully this isn't a water Pokemon. Oh, gee, it is.
I'll be right back. I'm getting a call.
Okie doke. I'll just, switch you out for Jeff. Sunswish says, oh no, 2 Pokemon, what a nightmare. Yeah, I know. Gonna be honest, I don't know how I'm ever gonna go on.
What? I lost 2. Oh no,
Now what? If we don't get the parts, we're in for it.
I didn't count on being meddled with by some meddling kid and their dumb dog. I came to see what was taking so long to snatch some parts, and you simps...
Oh no.
And you simps are being held up by a mere child? I'm Team Aqua's Archie. Arr. Tell me, why do you meddle in the noble affairs of Team Aqua? Pokemon, people, all life depends on the sea. So Team Aqua is dedicated to the expansion of the sea. Don't you agree? What we're doing, it's magnificent, wonderful, absolutely, just fucking agree with me already. Fine, you're still too young. It can't be helped that you do not understand our ideals. But if ever you oppose us again, there will be consequences. Heed my warning. Farewell. Bye-bye.
You're... Oh, okay. You're chatty. No worries, Slytherin. See you when you get back here. Also, Carvana has rough skin. Don't use moves that make physical contact. Gotcha. Anyway, that was a tense situation. Thank you for saving us. Oh yes, I almost forgot that you even brought the parts from Devon. There we go. Whoops, there's no time to lose. We have to set out on our ocean floor expedition really soon. Thanks, and excuse me. What a nice fellow. Shocking thing is Archie isn't even supposed to be a pirate. What? He totally acts like one. Oh, they left you behind, eh? Oh, yeah! What are you doing here? Me, I'm the Team Aqua member you thumped before, remember? Here, take this. You have to forgive me. Ooh. I gotta move.
You so screwed up our plans. I was going to rip off something to make up for it, but just you wait. You'll get yours one day. Eh?
Alright. Thief? Nah. Shipbuilding is an art. A lot of things can't be figured out just by calculating. I really could use advice from a veteran who knows the seas. I just talked to the guy, though. Well, I guess, Oh, hi, Crest. Also, go to the contest hall and talk to a little girl. Okay. I guess I'll... Oh, no, that's the museum. That's the museum. There's a little girl. I have two, so you can have one. Okay. What does that do? Case for holding Pokeblocks made with a berry blender. Alright. Okay, that's not a gym. Might as well heal up. Now you can go to the Safari Zone later in the... Gotcha. Well, I guess it's back to Rustboro then. If I don't have anything else to do here. Let's just go do that. Old man. What would be your favorite Pokemon game? I'm partial to Gen 2. I think that, you know, it was like the first one that I beat, and, I don't know, there's just a certain feel about it, because that's kind of the era of Pokemon I grew up with, you know? That, and I haven't played many of the others. I've played Gen 1 and 2, and this is my first real playthrough of 3, so... Alright, so I gotta go talk to that guy, I imagine. Or perhaps the president of the Devon Company. Was he here? I guess not. I'm about as clueless on Pokemon as most people are with sports. That's fine. That is perfectly okay. Ah, yes, it was here. Mr. President, are you okay?
You delivered my letter? Thank you kindly. This is my way of thanking you. It should help you, a trainer.
Oh boy, experience share. Again, I don't think I'm going to use it. But, you know.
A Pokemon holding that experience share will be given some of the experience points from the battle. It will get experience points even if it didn't actually battle. I would say experience share is quite useful for raising weak Pokemon.
Gen 2 is so cool. Cyndaquil will be my favorite starter Pokemon. Yeah, Totodile is like my second favorite. That's the one I choose from Gen 2 most of the time. But you know, it was just, again, it was just a good time being alive back then. At least if you were someone my age around the time. Well, that was quite an adventure. Is Lavender Town haunting the soundtrack in this one? You don't go to Lavender Town in this game, so I don't think so. Welcome back, Slytherin. I'm just kind of wondering where the hell I go to. Because I kind of want to go to the next gym, but I'm wondering where that is. I don't have Rock Smash yet, so I can't go through the cave. That's like, you know, around here. I don't have Surf, so I can't go through, like, this area. So I might have to go back to, wherever the fuck I was before, getting the experience share, maybe take a little trek. Go north of Slateport. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is actually switch my front person. Or actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch here too, because the next gym, like the guy's got a Magnemite and a Magneton, so fire move should be good against it. But I gotta level up this chicken a little more. Crest, I would appreciate it if you don't elaborate on those comments on politics. This is, you know, this is a space to get away from all that. Worst shiny starter Pokemon starter evolutions? Well, I'm gonna be honest there, Sunswift. I'm not too big on the things that Torchic evolves into, which is real fun because I'm only, you know, a single level away from evolving it. I don't know, dude. Don't make me choose things for you, that's rude. Ah ha ha ha, I would go anywhere to show off my delightful Pokemon. No, I know, I'm just saying. Seems getting that badge really did do something for Next Best's fucking attitude problem. And indeed, Swift, this game's Poke clones, or Pika clones. Jesus, I'm stupid.
Back.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
So what's going on in the game? Are you still in that building?
I finally got the fetch quest done, and I'm on my way to the next gym now. I just need to level up my my chicken here. Ooh, Peck's a good move. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna get rid of Scratch for that.
Yeah, get strong move to use strong move and win.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you beat Pokemon.
The patented Gen way.
Yeah. And if move not strong enough, then grind and then go and move will be strong enough.
Shit.
I was about to ask, where's Jen? Welcome back, Jen. My grandmother called, and like me, she is a very chatty person. So you can imagine how those phone calls usually go.
Well, you know, every now and then you gotta check in on the old Graham.
Yeah. It's always nice to hear from her. For a combination of, like, boy, I love talking to my grandma, and also, like, oh, good, you're still in good health. I love that.
Yeah. One inspired next best's name. Well, again, I put it to a vote last time. I meant to trade in a Charmander, but trading in Gem 1 Pokemon to Ruby and Sapphire is a complete bitch and a half, so I went with the next best thing.
Next best.
Yeah, so we got, you know, next best. Yeah. And now next best is gonna evolve from this cute little chicken to something considerably more ugly.
Why did that become a thing with starters? I feel like the first 2 gens did a great job.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the other ones, I've just been like, why is this terrible? Like, Fennekin's final evolution, I think looks awful. It looks so weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that do, and it started with fucking
You know what?
Torchic here.
Combuskin, I don't think looks too bad.
It's okay-ish at most, I think.
It does look like it has a huge bulge in its pants. I'm just being honest.
No, it looks like the whole set, you know what I mean? Goodness gracious. Hi, Tuxic. Nice of you to walk in on penis conversation.
Yeah, look, listen. I was just being honest. You mean Delphox? Yeah, Delphox, I mean, is that the final evolution of that one? 'Cause ugly. I don't know what happened. It went from being super, super adorable to being like, let's make this lanky, terrible cryptid that's not going to make anybody happy.
Yeah, how dare Pokemon for doing this? You're all speaking ill of the fighting chicken boy? I'm sorry, Tuxic. It just doesn't look that good. Now that Jen pointed it out, you know, it just kind of looks like a walking cock and balls.
I found some cool Pokemon in the grass around here.
Good for you, kid.
I do like Poochyena.
Yeah, it's nice.
He just looks annoyed, actually. Like, look at his eyes. He looks like he's like, ugh.
Yeah. Again, it is just too bad that, in a practicality sense, it's not that great of a Pokemon to have until it learns, Bite.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of Pokemon, I feel like, where it's like, this one is bullshit until it learns the move that I like.
And again, mine was just fucking fainting left and right. I couldn't even have it out for like a single battle most times. And through, you know, sheer adversity. Or perseverance, rather. Finally leveled it up, and then it started being better. But yeah, Fennekin is one of my favorite fire Pokemon besides Braixen and especially Delphox. Gotcha.
Sorry, Slytherin 90s. Slytherin 90. Sorry. That last one, ugly.
Being cool isn't enough to win. Man, you know just as much about being cool as that one guy.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, being cool is everything.
Yeah. Delphox is a furry trap. I don't think it's as much as a furry trap as Fire Tiger. I don't remember what its name is. That one guy.
Incineroar.
Incineroar. Yeah, that's the real furry trap.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Chatty, so this is where you were. How's it going? Have you been raising your Pokemon? I'll check for you.
Uh-oh. Battle time.
I'm just gonna pretend that this guy is 35, like I said before, because I think it's really funny.
And instead of his hair falling out, he was instead so stressed that it all turned gray.
Yeah.
Lopunny is worse. Oh, jeez.
I mean, that's just the opposite kind of furry trap. Okay, not all furries are attracted to curvy ladies, alright? Come on now. Some furries want a giant beefy man that can break them in half, and that's what Incineroar fulfills.
Yeah, exactly. There's different kinds for all sorts of people.
Different strokes for different folks. You know?
Yeah, exactly what Jen said.
In this case, pencil strokes.
Oh my god, this Whelmer is fucking annihilating my team right now.
I do love Whalmer.
Get
it, Jeff!
Looks like a very excited psychopath does Whalmer.
You just look so happy. And then I kind of feel like Whalmer's evolution is one of the laziest Pokemon designs. Where it's just like, this is just a whale at this point. This is just a stylistic whale. What is interesting about this?
Come on, guys. Come on. Swift, you missed, like, a good portion of my team being, completely fucking annihilated. Oh shit. I skipped what it said he was gonna use. Shroomish. Okay, yeah, that should be good for, next best. I feel like they could have done so much better. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if the connection got all weird, everybody. OBS gave me a... I don't know, OBS gave me a little thing and it was like, uh-oh, disconnecting. Quick skull use plot armor. Alright, but he's beaten now. You're pretty good. Yeah, thanks. Dude, what was all that about? Oh man, I can't believe you're a girl earlier. Jackass.
Chatty, you've trained without me noticing. Good enough. Here, take this.
Oh boy, an item finder I'll never use. Cool beans. Cool beans. Actually, I probably should go heal my team here. So I'm gonna just go do that. Fuck Zigzagoon, it ruined my chances to get a shiny. How'd it do that? Did it pop up out of the woods and yell at the shiny, say mean things to it, and made it cry? I'll just show that comment so that people know what I'm referring to. Ooh-wee. Alright.
Ooh-wee!
back to the grind. Again, if any of you are experiencing some connection issues, I heavily apologize for that. Nothing I can do.
Doing a little bit of doodling while you play here, and this is like the first nice thing I've drawn on this tablet, considering it's just a little sketch.
Hey, nice. I'm back. I had to switch devices because the one I was using before was almost dead. Gotcha. No worries. Tukesik said, no, I was looking for shiny gulp and I had about 15 of them at the moment, and I had the streak going strong, but then out of nowhere one appears, and at the moment I only had a Zigzagoon alive on my team. I made it use Tail Whip, but the game bugged and thought I made it use Roar. Oh no.
Oh no.
Zigzagoon made the shiny gulp and run. Aw, dude, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, dude. Why is the shiny such a big deal? Because it's rare, my man. The shinies are unbelievably rare.
That's why what you do is you get a couple and then you just like breed them many times. Then you'll get what you need.
Yeah.
Sabe says, "What are you drawing, Jen?" A random guy. I don't know what kind of hair to give him.
Give him curtained hair.
What, like a middle part?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Not the right body type.
Yeah, this is a strong boy.
Perhaps spiky anime hair, then.
Actually, what am I giving?
Kima says, punk rock hair. Yeah, so they're shiny Pokemon are stupidly rare. Like, in the first 4 or so generations, I think. Not counting Gen 1 because they don't exist there, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think the first easy to find shiny, but like the Red Gyarados kind of introduced the concept of shinies, right?
yeah. Red Gyarados is like you have to do it for the plot, so it's the first one that most people are gonna run into.
Yeah.
But other than that, you got like a 1 in 8,100 chance for the first few games that have them. And it only gets like marginally better in later games, though. Later games do introduce items to increase shiny rates, which I feel kind of cheapens the speciality of them. But
yeah, that's a little bit less fun than just like happening across one.
yeah. Let me tell you, when I was starting my Gen 2 playthrough late last year, and I just happened to run into one while I was trying to, train up, I was like, oh my god, this is so exciting. I did an impromptu stream just because of that. And I feel like if I were using an item to increase the chances, then, it just wouldn't have been as special.
Yeah, I got my shiny Eevee after I bred a million of them trying to get specific stats, and then I gave up on the stat thing because it's like, well, now I have a shiny Eevee, so clearly I need to use it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just me, but when I was younger, I never gave my Pokemon stat-based moves.
I still kind of didn't. I just wanted the most powerful versions of all of the Eevees that I could get because I wanted my Eevee team and I wanted it to function.
All the Eevees. I see, but honestly, I find it really annoying and time-consuming to get a shiny Pokemon after an eternity. Yeah, that's why I don't, go out of my way looking for them.
Yeah, shiny hunting is tough.
Like, if one just happens to show up, then, cool. If not, then that's also perfectly acceptable. I always made sure all of their moves did damage. Yeah, that's what I tend to prefer too, is like if, say if I have the choice between Sand Attack and Mud Slap, for instance, like Mud Slap has less, moves, but, at the same time, Mud Slap also does damage, and does basically the same thing as Sand Attack does. So it's like a nice little thing to have. That's true, but if you're looking for the right Pokemon, then it's well worth the grind. I mean, I don't know.
Depends on the player.
Yeah. Another Whalmer, huh? That doesn't sound good. Get him, Jeff.
You could do it, Jeff!
You got this, Jeff.
Oh. Ruh-roh.
Just keep using Splash. That wasn't Splash, but I'll take it.
Get him.
My name is Jeff Memes. Yeah, somebody mentioned that last time, too.
Suck it, Whalmer.
Yeah. Got a nice level up too. Always love to see it. Okay. Very nice. Welcome back, Yancy. Just in time too, because I'm gonna be looking to face off against a gym leader here if I can help it. The house next to the mart. Okie doke. You haven't led me astray so far, Mephiles, so I'll do it. Need to get another 3 of these. Get another few of these. Alright. Well, let's go in the house next to the mart, just like Mephiles said. If I had a bike, it'd be easy to cycle to Slateport for some shopping, yeah. I'd be able to buy Harbor Mail at the Pokémon Mart in Slateport. Oh, you have Harbor Mail? Will you trade it for a coin case? Absolutely. And now I can do gambling.
Nothing I love more than a child gambling.
Yeah, you know, they're gonna get addicted to it, you know, later anyway, so, you know, never too early to start.
It worked out great for Pinocchio.
Oh, yeah. The old guy reminds me of Master Roshi from DBZ. I guess he transferred from that world to Pokemon. Well, you know, nobody needed my training anymore, so... Skull, what do you think of the more recent Sonic Frontiers? It looks a lot better. It does.
What is going on with Sonic stuff right now? I feel like there's, like, drama happening, but I'm not keyed in with any of that, so I just know that people were mad.
It's because the marketing for, like, especially the new game, Frontiers, is, like, really bad. So, like... when they were first showing it off, it was apparently a super old build of the game, even though it's supposed to be coming out like later this year. And you'd think, you know, if they're showing gameplay to the world for the first time, you wouldn't want a super old build of the game. So everybody dunked on it. And then,
rightfully so.
yeah, and it took them way too long to say, no, this is actually like from months ago. We're actually going to show off some more recent stuff. And the more recent stuff looked a lot better.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know, it's just kind of, like Yancy said, it's kind of a shit show right now. Uncle, please? I want to challenge this gym and see how much better I've become. Please? May I please?
Now hold on, Wally. Since you started living with Pokemon, you have grown quite a lot stronger. But don't you think you're pushing it to suddenly challenge the gym?
I'm not pushing it. If I combine forces with Ralts, we can beat anyone. Oh, hi, Chatty. I've gotten a lot stronger since we met. Chatty, I want you and my uncle to understand that. Chatty, please, will you have a battle with me? Yeah, you know what, fine. Cool. People were questioning about the Breath of the Wild look that game has, lol. Yeah, some people think it looks too realistic.
Every game is doing the Breath of the Wild thing now.
Yeah, the open world is just a popular thing.
Yep.
Well, Wally, I hope that me beating you in 2 moves didn't make you look like too much of a shithead in front of your uncle. Dot 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 dot. I lost. Uncle, I'll go back to my hometown. Chatty, thank you. Being a trainer is tough, isn't it? It's not enough just to have Pokemon and make them battle. That isn't what being a real trainer is about. Wally, there's no need to be so down on yourself. Why, what's keeping you from becoming stronger and stronger? Come on, let's go home. Everyone's waiting for you. Chatty, it just dawned on me that you must be the trainer who kept an eye out for Wally when he caught his Pokemon. Why don't you visit us in Vertitup sometime? I'm sure Wally would enjoy it. If you insist. We finally got a better looking Sonic game that looks better than Sonic World Adventure. I don't know if I would go that far, but... My electric soul, it'll shatter your dreams whole. I don't know what the hell that noise is that guy's making.
You gotta chill.
Yeah, he's... My goodness.
Wait, that's the guy again.
Yeah, it's the same guitarist. That's an interesting trainer class. But is Sonic Frontiers the very first Sonic game with an open world thing? Officially speaking, yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, there's like a bunch of fan games that do the concept, but like Sega themselves taking it on for the first time with this one.
That makes sense.
Kirk the Pokeball maker when he was younger. Are you talking about the dude from Gen 2? His name was Kurt. Okay. Yeah, there's no way I can use a Seahawk in this one. That's double type effectiveness right there.
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea.
Super bad.
You don't have any, like, good Stony boys?
Well, for this Magnemite, I could have still used next best. Because it's weak to fire on account of it being a part steel. I probably should have done that, to be honest. Guess I'll go do the Paralyze heal and send it back out there. Yeah, Tuxic, Jeff evolved into a Beautifly. One of my favorite members of the team thus far, I gotta say. It's the Guitar Hero guy in a Pokemon game. Well, what's he doing bothering me? Oh, I see. This is how it works. Okay. That's another puzzle, but hopefully not, like, as bad as the one from Gen 1. I think it's the first one to look like some sort of RPG game, which is pretty nice to me. Yeah, like, visually and thematically speaking, I'm liking the way that Frontiers is looking, and I bet since Ian Flynn's, you know, on the he's the one who wrote it, that the game will probably have a well-written story too. Just you know, we'll have to see when it comes to the gameplay. And Ben, what are you doing using a normal type in an electric gym, my dude? You're so out of place with the other trainers.
He's just like their bro. You know? So he gets a pass.
Yeah, Ben, we knew that you wouldn't amount to anything here, so, you know, you could just hang out with us. make us look more cool by comparison, you know?
Yeah.
You're a failure of a trainer and your Zigzagoon's a fucking idiot, so, you know. Will you get the game when it comes for sale, Skull? I mean, I guess technically I'll have something that it plays on if it goes on Steam, but at the same time, like, I don't have a good enough computer, so unless I get a gaming PC somehow, I don't see myself with the game in a timely manner.
Aw.
Yeah, that's just the way things be.
That's just the way it goes.
Sorry, what was that?
I said that's just the way it goes.
Yeah. With my charm and my Pokemon's moves, you'll be shocked. Oh, yeah? Well, fuck you. Yeah. Well, confusion, that's no fun. You sit there and think about what you did. I hope it's a difficult game. I enjoy challenges. Yeah, we'll just have to see. I trained under Watson. There ain't no way I'd lose easily. See, his name's Watson because he's an electric type trainer. What a clever series of games this is. Swift, you just kind of missed me fucking around, being on the way to the gym here. Really. I'm just gonna grab this badge and, then, get to the Q&A sesh. Bitch, put on a shirt, there are children here. Well.
There, I finished drawing Generic Man. Generic Man, everybody's favorite superhero.
He ain't hurting nobody. That's his catchphrase.
Yeah. He has a very medium-sized fan base.
Yeah, yeah. Did you send it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll,
There's no rush or anything. I just figured I'd stick it in there since I've been doing this during your stream.
Yeah. I was gonna say, when I get to the Q&A, we'll, we'll have it up if you're okay with that.
Yeah, sure.
Cool, cool.
Uh-oh. He began charging power.
Too bad for it, it's not powerful enough to stop my cuts. Yeah.
Tuxicnute asks, wait, isn't Voltorb based on a Pokeball? Why is he Steel type as well?
Maybe that's what...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Pokeballs aren't made of plastic, probably. I mean, there's probably plastic components, but... Half the reason it works to catch them is because you're beating them in the head with something made of steel.
Yeah. Good on you, mate. Teach that man a lesson. Yeah, exactly. Kimasabe, you know? Rarity looks so smug and happy. Well, you know what? She should. It's not very common at all for starter Pokemon to be female, so, you know, she gets to brag about it. Yeah.
Huh.
They've got like a 15% chance of being female. So I was
Oh,
really
wow.
surprised when I found out, like, on the last stream. I was like, oh, shit. That's nifty. And then this, and then... yeah. What happens if you run into the electric currents? It just stops you.
You die. Oh. Never mind.
Pokémon Sapphire, depressing edition.
Yeah, this game's dark.
I've given up on my plans to convert the city I have, and so I put my time into making door traps in my gym. Oh, now what are you doing here? What's that? You say you've gotten past all my rigged doors, and that kid we keep here to make us look cool? Wahaha! Now, that is amusing. I, Watson of this gym, shall electrify you. But do it quick, because,
Watson looks really jolly.
Yeah, he does.
Whoa! That's
Yeah,
the
I was making him sound way more miserable than he looks. Well, that's one down. Santa Claus retired. Well.
Santa Claus retired, and now he fights children in his spare time.
What a nice man.
For the kids, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's self-destruct. Come on. You just knew that you couldn't win against me. Cheating bastard. Oh boy. Okay, let's
Come on, next best. Get your shit together.
yeah. You've been on the naughty list for too long, Bob. Oh, come on. What is this super potion bullshit?
I love that shared experience from everyone who plays Pokemon, where it's like, what? You use thing? Only I can use thing.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I'm the protagonist. I'm the player character. This is my privilege and mine alone. Oh, whoops. Allow me to just use it again. Okay, you can stop using Shockwave, please. How about I use it again?
This feels familiar.
It's the struggle. Come on. Please don't have another super potion on you. I'm begging you. Okay, that should do it. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Fine, I lost. What, you think you're good? You ended up giving me a thrill. Take this badge. Oh, thank God.
What a delightful man.
Indeed. With the Dynamo badge, Pokemon can use Rock Smash out of battle. And it will make your Pokemon a little bit faster, too. You should take this, too. I wonder what this is. Contains Shockwave. It's a trustworthy move that never misses. You can count on it. It was fucking me up pretty bad, so I'm inclined to believe you, good sir. Alright. Actually,
You
just...
did it!
Yeah. Just one more thing to do before I put these guys in the Pokemon Center, heal them up, and then get to the Q&A sesh. As is tradition, I'm gonna catch a Pokemon on this stream. As soon as I can find a patch of grass. There we are.
Yeah, go get one.
Alright, let's see here. We got the Gulpin. That's what Tuxic was trying to catch. It's not shiny though, but you know, whatever, I'll take it.
It's pretty good. He's a cute little guy.
Yeah.
Aw, he's sleepy.
Oh, poison gas. Oh no. Alright, well you poisoned me, but here, I'll just... Let's see here. Hopefully this is enough. Oh, nope. Might have to switch Jeff out here. In fact, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, just to be safe. I think it's a grass Pokemon. Everything about it seems to indicate grass. Alright, you. One. Damn it.
You'll get it next time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Also, it really didn't appear to be caught. The Pokeball was like actively wiggling around.
1, 2, 3. There we go. There we Gulpin.
Ah, got him.
Most of Gulpin's body is made up of its stomach. Its heart and brain are very small in comparison. This Pokemon's stomach
No.
contains special enzymes that dissolve anything.
Oh no.
Alright, Jen. Tradition. What are we gonna name this?
You shouldn't ask me.
I don't know if I have enough characters for that.
What if you name it Gulpine?
Gulpina?
No, Gulpine. We've made a lot of dick jokes on this stream.
Alright. That's not above either of our sense of humor.
Listen, that's why I said you shouldn't ask me. This is how I play Pokemon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Earth.
One of the ones in my party is called Fuzzfuck, so you know this is perfectly acceptable.
Oh, I didn't even see that it's a female.
Oh, I guess it's too late now. There we go.
Oh yeah, it could have been like a ball smacker.
Perhaps next time.
Maybe next time.
Don't worry, guys. I know I got 2 of you dying here, but I'm right here at the center. There we go.
That's what I had wondered, yeah, if it was a poison Pokemon, since it kept spewing out poison.
And it's like grass or poison or something. Maybe both. Who knows? Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to do me some training now. And that'll conclude the gameplay portion of the stream. Let's just have our... Ooh, that is a very handsome man.
Yeah, it's like I said, I've had a nice tablet for a while, but it's a weird transition going from paper to tablet, so it's turned out non-terrible, and
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
I think he looks rather nice.
Yeah,
Let's see.
just a fancy man. Kimosabe is asking if I'm doing anything fun this summer. I don't know. I might see KN at some point. Both of our birthdays are in July, so when we can, we like to do some kind of visit. I don't know if I'm gonna go see her or if I'm gonna drag her here though. Haven't figured that out yet.
Okay, I'm gonna have to actually... Oh, whoops. I'm just messing up everything now.
Oh no.
Alright. Let's get the game back in here. Just real quick. I'm gonna have to actually save the picture. So let's
You have to save it? Oof.
yeah.
I'm sorry. You don't have to share it.
No, everyone deserves to see how handsome this man is.
He's very handsome. He is probably nice, but it's hard to say.
Yeah, he's hard to read, as it were.
Yeah, that could be a good thing for character design. He looks like he's actually he looks like a secret asshole.
Yeah, Swift. I saved the picture. I'm just trying to get him up now.
His name is also Gulpine.
Guess I'll have to change the name of the file.
I
just called it Handsome Man by Jen.
Handsome man.
Yeah. Did you save it? I was talking about... Oh, talking about the game. Yeah, I saved it.
I don't think he saved it.
And if I didn't save it, then I'm probably going to save it again once the stream ends. So, just to make sure. I see everyone agrees. This is a particularly handsome gentleman.
Oh, good. I'm so happy. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Generic handsome man.
Snazzy sense of fashion as well.
Yeah. I drew his hair and I was like, he looks like a gentleman.
Very nice and fanciful.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to also get out to Evermore Park because I've never been there and I really, really, really want to go. But I don't think that's going to happen this year in terms of summer plans.
Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Is this Opie as a human?
Yes, his name is Opie Gulpine.
My goodness gracious.
I mean, he is pale with, I imagine him as being a little bit gingery in terms of his hair color. So maybe it is Opie. Opie would be that handsome.
All right, everybody, tweet Vinny. See what he thinks.
I probably could do better if I was actually trying to draw, Opie in human form than generic man. Opie's in no way a generic cat,
Yeah, Opie's a special one.
He is special.
Definitely gotta, this was just practice. Well, everybody, we already kind of started getting into it, but the Q&A, hangout, whatever, questions, comments, concerns, complaints, whatever you want to talk about. We got time, at least for a bit.
Lodge all your complaints right now.
Yes, exactly. Tell me that you hate me and my content sucks. I agree, Kimasabi. Every time Opie appears on screen on Vinny's stream, no matter how bad I'm feeling, it always brightens up my day.
He has a very cute face.
He
He's
he
got those just big, kind blue eyes.
he has that look of wonder.
He
You know,
does.
whatever happened to Robot Jones? He got canceled. That's what happened. Well, Slytherin, I'm glad that you think that this stream wasn't worth any complaints.
Chat, if you had a Pokemon gym, what type would it be? Same for you, Skull.
Oh yeah. I've had this question asked before, and I don't remember what I said at all.
You know, people change all the time, so what is it now in the moment?
I'm thinking fire.
Oh.
Fire
What
seems
would
like
your
a cool sort of.
what would your main guy be?
Oh, definitely Charizard, because
Charizard's a good boy.
I'm basic, so Charizard is the signature Pokemon in this lineup. Swift says fairy type.
Aww.
I'd say facepalm when you sold the silk scarf when you had a normal type on you. I have a normal type, but like I don't really have. I don't know. Like there's normal moves, I guess. It's just I considered it, but I didn't really know how. At least in the moment that I could equip it. So it was. I like the guy who gave it to me, but it was money. Uh, Slytherin says electric.
That's pretty good.
Jen, what would your type be?
I did this a long time ago, and I think I landed on ice, and that still feels good to me. I really, really like the winter, and I love snow. And I'm not super familiar with this Pokemon necessarily, but I think my main scary guy would have to be Beartic. I love a polar bear.
Polar bears do be pretty good. Uh, Jinx is ice psychic. Would you have a Jinx on your team?
No, but I would have a pillow swine because I think it looks really funny.
That's legit. Completely accept that answer.
It's just a big, silly wad of fur with a couple of tusks and a little piggy nose. What's not to love, you know?
Exactly. Just give it all the hugs.
I would. That's the main thing, is I would just want to like take a nap on it all the time.
Pokemon priorities. Number 1, huggability.
Yeah. That's why Beartic and Pillow Swine are so important.
Exactly. These are the important issues.
Yeah, exactly.
Swift
Exactly.
Swift says we need a poison fairy type.
That'd be
I'm
cool.
I'm surprised that there isn't one, but fairy's a pretty new type, and I guess they only
Ooh.
introduce like 20 or so new Pokemon per generation now. So,
Is this Ice Horse new?
oh, is it?
Lestrier?
I don't remember.
It looks cool.
People in the chat who are more familiar with Pokemon than either one of us can you elaborate if the Ice Horse is new?
Yeah, because I don't recognize it. So I'm wondering if that's from a newer generation.
I seem to remember seeing one and
Well,
thinking,
I'm way out of the loop to be. It looks like Generation 8. Which generation is that? Or what game was that, I mean?
That was Sword and Shield.
Oh, yeah, see, I didn't play that one. But that makes sense, because wasn't Sword and Shield kind of England-based?
Couldn't tell you. I seem to remember that one though now that I'm thinking more about it, because I did a stream with Miracle last year, judging every single Pokemon.
Slytherin, what country are you from again? Is
Sweden.
it Sweden? Kind of thought so. I actually do want to. That's on our short list of. My husband and I have never been overseas together, so we were thinking about taking a trip in a couple of years, and that's on our short list of where to go because we'd like to see the Northern Lights, and I think parts of Sweden is north enough for that. Or maybe I'm thinking. I don't remember. Let me look at a map.
Sweden is pretty north. I'd be surprised if there isn't an area there where you
Yeah, we were looking at like that, Iceland. We were looking at Finland a little bit. I'm not sure where we're gonna eventually land on. I just hope we get to go. I hope that we get to follow through on this idea.
whichever one has the higher amount of people living there who speak English would probably be the.
I mean, I think that's a lot of them in all of those places.
Yeah, that's true. I remember being a bit surprised recently looking up the list of English adoption on Wikipedia, and it was like Switzerland had like 60%, and I was like, geez, that's a lot of people who know English.
Well, what's crazy about Switzerland too, because I actually have Swiss cousins. My mom's cousin moved there and got married and have a family and everything. Is don't they like aside from English, don't they speak like three different languages depending on what part of Switzerland they're in?
Is
Because they border Italy, France, and Germany, and I think depending on where you are, their non-English language might be one or more than one of those.
I think Swiss is just like the sort of national one, so that everybody knows what they're saying. And it might also use English for that too, considering how much of their population speaks it. Uh,
Yeah, I just know that I'm pretty sure my cousins speak French, I want to say.
and they're
It's
uh,
French or Italian, I can't remember right now.
in a lot of those countries, there are regional variances on what people speak, so I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Belgium, for instance, I think is another one where it's fairly split between French and German.
That makes sense too, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of it's probably like that, especially since so much of Europe's history is just like who's invading who. Like English is basically just like a crammed together form of like French, German, and whatever. Oh gosh, what was the base language in English? Probably a bunch of stuff. Maybe Cornish is in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, all their base languages combined with French and German are basically how you get the English language.
Yeah.
A fun little fact about English that I always liked is when it comes to animals, if it's the kitchen term, then it's French, but if it's the farm term, it's German based. So like pig I think is more of a Germanic thing, but then pork is French and so on and so forth. Or like cow and beef.
That's rather interesting.
Yeah.
Strange. English be that, though.
I love the English language. It's ridiculous and really, really interesting.
I see, if that's the case, we must have also inherited silent letters from the French, but didn't go nearly as far with it.
Probably. Or maybe we also had silent letters in whatever language it sort of grew out of in England itself. Because, like, I know Gaelic, for instance, has some really interesting spellings of things. Like, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember what, like, isn't SIOUT B-A-N, how you spell Siobhan, like the name.
I couldn't tell you.
Or it's like Siobhan or something. Like there's definitely silent letters in various Gaelic languages. I don't know if it was the same in whatever language they were using in England originally.
Yeah. Slytherin said the auroras can be seen in countries near the Arctic, so that would,
Okay, well, I guess I'll go to Sweden.
yeah, that would definitely be Sweden.
I'll go to Sweden. I'll wave my arms around wildly and spin around, and at some point, I'll be generally pointed in the direction of Slytherin 90 and be technically waving toward them.
Wouldn't it be crazy though, if like you're just in a shop talking and then someone comes up to you and is like, "Your voice sounds really familiar."
That would be wild.
It would be. Absolutely. Uh, Kimasabi asks, what's your favorite beach to go to, Jen or Skull?
My favorite beach. Ooh, I mean, I haven't been to a ton of beaches. I've been on some in Hawaii that were really, really nice. For something on the mainland, I really like Capitola in California. That one's pretty nice.
I don't think I'd be actually able to name any of the beaches that I've been on. Also, hi, Wild Style. Nice to see you stop by. Um, so, God, I wish I could remember the name of the place though. My dad used to take my brothers and I and our sister to this. It was kind of like a group of beaches in this like one generalized area. There was like three main places, but it was just all in this big, huge place. Uh, I'm not explaining it very well, but there was like one beach over there, and it was like for swimming and boats would go through it. And there was like another like blink and you'll miss it sort of beach, where like you could swim in it, but it was mainly for sightseeing, I think, because there were a bunch of lily pads and I think frogs liked hanging around there.
Yeah.
Um, and then there was one that was more so meant for fishing.
Mm.
Uh, and I have a
Kind of
lot of good
cool.
memories. As a kiddo, you know, uh, going there with my family, and one of the weird things that I remember about the place is that that's where I discovered that cinnamon Pop Tarts are a thing because my dad got one out of the vending machine, and I was like,
Those are
"Whoa!"
so good though. Like, are you talking about the, what is it? Yeah, is it just like cinnamon, really? Like cinnamon sugar kind of
Like,
thing?
um,
The one with the brown frosting?
yeah, the brown frosting ones, yeah,
Those are so good.
they
Those are
are.
still my favorites.
Yeah, I discovered the beauty of them.
Yeah, Capitola. My parents are originally from California, and Capitola was my mom's main beach that she used to go to as like a teenager. So I've been there a few times. It's a little bit quieter than places that are really famous, like oh God, I keep wanting to say Santa Monica, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Like the Santa Cruz boardwalk. The beach there gets really gnarly because the boardwalk there is really famous, so a billion people go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Capitola is pretty nice in that regard, and the Oregon coast is really nice too. I think there's not very much litter there because it's cold most of the year. So you go when it's like kind of a misty rain and the sand is pretty clean and everything. You just tromp around in wet sand. It's fun.
And just sit and enjoy yourself and
Yeah.
all that.
I really want to go back to Hawaii at some point and go to the. I want to say it's on the Big Island that has like the black sand beach. I gotta look that up. I don't remember which island.
I just know like it doesn't matter where it is. It could be Hawaii, somewhere in Florida, uh, like Jamaica, it's just somewhere. I think it would be really cool to take a vacation to like a coastal resort at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh, I did swim in the ocean once. I don't remember if it was while I was in Florida or if it was Puerto Rico, because we went to both in the same trip, me and my family ages ago. It was really weird getting into the ocean and having it be like a little bit warm.
Oh yeah.
It was bizarre.
Oh,
But I
that
liked
that
it.
just unlocked a memory that like years ago my teacher in elementary school was talking about like the vacation that she took for Christmas and
Mhm.
described basically the same thing. It was like off the coast of California somewhere, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but she was
I
like
don't know if there are warm oceans in California, but
uh,
continue.
she was like we went in the ocean and there was like this weird spot where there was like a little plateau there, and on the little plateau the water was all warm and felt nice. And then like you go off of it and it suddenly gets much colder and deeper. And I was
Mm.
like, wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah, no, that sounds right. Like once it gets deeper, it gets a lot colder.
Yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, I was full on. I think that was the only time that I've gone out that far into the ocean, and it wasn't very far because, like I said earlier, man was not intended to go into the ocean.
Ocean's
But
scary.
I,
There
I
are
think
sharks
I
in there.
I think I went out like waist deep or something, and just like sloshed around, and it was just nice.
I imagine it would feel nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Just get that sand between your toes and just wait around and man, I wish I miss swimming so bad. It was one of my favorite things to do back in the day. I haven't swam in 15 years.
Wow.
That's like I wasn't as old as what am I trying to say? The amount of time it's been since I last swam is more time than I was alive at the last time that I swam. It's
I
sad.
These days, if I get into a pool, I kind of prefer to just like float there.
Yeah, I imagine that's probably what my
It's
my thing would be too.
pretty relaxing. Just do that back float, bob,
Yeah.
leave.
Uh, Slytherin says I'd love to see the volcanoes if I was in Hawaii. That's
That would
part of the
be
reason
pretty
why
cool.
I'd have an aversion to going to Hawaii because no matter where you are, it's an active volcano. So that sounds
I
scary and
think
dangerous
I
to
think
me.
I'm used to it because I live in the Pacific Northwest where there's definitely a volcano that could erupt at any time and probably kill everybody here.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's like, guess I kind of have to be okay with that possibility at all times.
You get more accepting of it with exposure, I suppose.
It's less that you get more accepting and more that you just don't think about it. I don't have time for that.
How do you have
I
time for
don't have
that
time.
when you got kitties to take care of?
I don't have time to worry about my mortality because of some volcano that may or may not erupt in my lifetime. Yeah, I got cats to laugh at.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Uh, Crest said, I've never been outside of Kentucky other than Ohio, Tennessee, Illinois, and Indiana. Yeah, I'm not terribly well traveled either, so there's no shame in that.
I have primarily just been up and down the West Coast, to be honest. I
Yeah,
haven't, well, I guess I've had short trips to other places, usually to see my husband, because he's military. He has to travel around, and sometimes he has like a spare, 4 days before he'll actually have to go overseas. So I like went to El Paso to see him once. It's not like there's really anything there, but I'd never been to Texas, so that was kind of cool.
yeah. I've been to Texas two times in my life. Uh, and both times it wasn't even really for a vacation thing. Most of the times I've been outside of my state, it was to accompany my dad on truck driving like deliveries. So
Mm.
like you see the sights, but you kind of don't like experience them when
Yeah,
you're
no,
doing that.
yeah, I get that for sure. Slytherin90 makes an excellent point and says, "You're a fire guy, Skull, so you would like to see the volcanoes, right?" Yeah, honestly, if you run a fire gym, it should be like inside of a volcano, if we're being realistic.
Just like Blaine from the anime.
Yeah.
But I won't have a Magmar though. Magmars are ugly.
They're so ugly.
They just got the giant butt there, you know.
It looks
No.
like their brain is oozing out of their skull.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to put it out of its misery. It looks like it has a terrible birth defect.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Yancey says Texas is where my mother is. That's where you also got that VHS rental of Sat AM that got you introduced to Sonic, isn't it, Yancey? You know what makes you old? The fact that Gravity Falls is 10 years old.
Oh.
Uh, Swift, you mentioned that last time, and like I don't have any real attachment to Gravity Falls, so that won't make me feel old.
Yeah, me either, to be honest.
Yeah. What will make me feel
I
old? Oh, go on.
I also was not a child when Gravity Falls was airing, so I
Yeah.
don't really care.
Yeah, I was 18 10 years ago. I mean, like, I got nostalgia for stuff that happened, you know, even after childhood. Like the example I
Yeah.
was gonna mention was Doctor Who. I got into Doctor Who 10 years ago. So like now that I think about that, it's like, holy shit, that was 10 years ago. I can feel my hair getting ever grayer.
The one that surprised me recently was oh, when did that come out? I have to double check. I just looked it up the other day. But oh yeah. Portal is almost like 25 years old.
The video game,
Yeah.
2007, 15.
Oh,
Goddamn.
15. I can count.
You're fine, Jen.
I still haven't eaten today. That's my bad.
Ah. Eh.
Still though, it feels like I don't know. It's weird to it was such a big deal culturally in like nerd culture and everything. And
It
it's
was.
like, oh, goddamn, yeah, that was 15 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, that's like 2007. I strongly associate with being the year that I got into Sonic.
Mm.
So like just to think about that now, holy fucking shit, it's been 15 years. Like, man, I'm gonna cry.
See,
What?
a lot of that stuff though, it's like mine is more my reaction to those sorts of things is more, wow, a lot of time has passed. I don't really feel old ever. Like when I see how long ago some things have happened. And maybe it's because I like aging.
Uh, yeah, I suppose. Well, you know, it's different for everyone too. Uh, I'm trying to think of this, but I really hope that I don't sound rude saying it. Uh,
Mm.
so please forgive me if I do. I'm sorry in advance. But like you've also accomplished more in your life
No,
than
I glommed onto somebody else who accomplished stuff. I don't have a college degree or a job. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
you know, you found someone. You graduated high school, I presume, right?
I did. I did that much. And I had a decent job at one point that I got because I'm good at using my hands for stuff.
Yeah. So
And I mean, I guess getting married is an accomplishment, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like one.
it's not something that any of you should feel like you need to base your worth on. Uh, so I apologize if I planted that idea in any of your heads. Uh,
Well, it's hard to escape from, and I think everybody experiences it to some degree. Like in terms of accomplishment stuff, the only part of aging that bothers me sometimes is when I have those moments where it's like I haven't done anything. Or like, you know, if my husband like died or something, I really really worry about how things would go for me after that. But I don't know. You just keep going, and there's always hope, I think, is the important thing. There are a lot of very successful people that got their start in like their 40s and 50s,
Yeah,
you know? So I don't think that it's anything to be afraid of. Like I said, the aging part doesn't bother me really. Like I really like I feel better now in my 30s than I did through my 20s and everything. And it has nothing to do with where I'm at in life and more everything to do with things just don't bother me as much anymore because I've been through so much. You know what I mean?
I
Like
can
a lot of the things that are hard about life get easier as you get older just because you've already dealt with it.
I can see where you're coming from. For me, like, I'm 28, and I honestly, like, I haven't done as much as I probably should have by this point.
Well,
Uh,
there's no should have, man.
yeah, thank you. Sometimes I struggle with that bit of insecurity that, oh man, what the fuck am I gonna do if something goes particularly wrong? But
Yeah.
like you said, you just gotta, keep a hopeful mind, and hope that things will work out in a favorable way. And,
Yeah, like keep a hopeful mind and I mean if you're really not happy with how things are going, you can always make a plan for some general direction to kind of take baby steps into to change that, you know?
yeah,
I'm I still don't know what I would go to school for if I went back, but I have like general ideas of things that I want to be doing in the next several years. So it's like
you got options.
yeah, kind of. Like I mean, I am again, I'm very very lucky to be married to the person that I'm married to. Like that's made it that's definitely opened some things up for me a lot. But it's like if he goes on another deployment overseas, I think that opens up the GI Bill for us. So I might go back to college then. But even then, it's like I'm not sure what I would go to school for, and I wasn't a very good student last time I went, so I would need to have some sort of plan in place to be more successful this time.
Yeah, definitely something to really, rack your noggin over.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean there's always hope. Especially like and I don't necessarily advocate for taking out enormous student loans and stuff like that, but it's like associate's degrees for instance are not too expensive. Like that's an amount of education where it's like if you got into a trade for instance, and honestly I wish I could get into a trade, but I'm so uncomfortable with the idea of going into strangers' homes.
Hmm.
It's the main thing holding me back from that. But it's like in a trade, for instance, you usually make pretty good money off of those, and it's like you could pay back the what few $1,000s that it might cost to get an associate's degree at a community college. You know, it's just a matter of making a plan and the plan being scary and plowing ahead with it anyway, I think,
Yeah,
for a lot of people.
yeah, just gotta, put it into perspective, be prepared for it, do whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Damn, I wish I could do a trade.
yeah,
I wish I could get a degree for like electrician work or something and exclusively work on commercial projects. That would be great if if I knew for sure that I could take that route in a career like that.
there's definitely some things I thought of, like, if I could just like make a career out of writing or maybe editing videos for people, like
Yeah.
that would just be nifty. Uh, Sunswift was asking, how old were you when you started to get on the computer? It's uh, it's a bit of a
I
complicated one for me, I think.
my earliest computer use was probably mostly in grade school because that was before like family computers were much of a thing, I think. And my parents weren't necessarily like wealthy or anything at the time.
Yeah.
So like I think my dad had like a really old Mac at home that I know he'd play Infocom games on, but like that's kind of above the understanding of like a little kid, like text-based RPGs, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think my earliest computer use was probably in like, if I had to guess, maybe I want to say that I have vague memories of using computers in the third grade to like play Oregon Trail and try some like typing games and stuff.
My mom got her first computer around the time that like PC and like internet adoption started like going way up. So I was 5, so that would have been 1999.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and like we had consistent internet access around the time, but there was barely anything I would do on the computer uh, for like the few years that we had consistent access. And then
Yeah.
like aside from that, it was like playing computer games in school or doing the same thing but at my grandma's house or my dad's house. So like
Yeah.
uh, I'd say that like my real like super consistent like home computer use started again 15 years ago when we got our old reliable at least for the years that it lasted Windows XP tower and that's like when I started getting on YouTube and making videos and things
Now
just
I'm
went from
thinking
there.
more, yeah, now I'm thinking more about just the history with me and computers in general. Because I think I started using, we had a computer that we could use at home, and I feel like we probably got that when I was like 9 or 10, maybe. And that would have been 1999. And I used that one because we had like kids' games on it and we had writing programs on it and stuff like that to just like tinker around with.
Yeah.
And we didn't have internet until later though. I think we got internet when I was maybe like 13 or 14.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Sunswift asked, not being mean, but how old are you, Time Soup? I'm in my early 30s. Um, yeah. I'm from the times where when I was a very, very small child where there wasn't I mean, maybe there was cool stuff to do on computers, but we maybe just didn't have a cool computer. That's possible.
Yeah, like around that time uh like the 8-bit computers were definitely around. So like people had, their Commodores and whatnot. So
Yeah.
they were like computer games, but it wasn't like terribly widespread.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that would have been like, because I feel like I remember my dad using like this little Macintosh computer at our dining room table when I was maybe like 6 or something like that. And so that would have been like mid 90s or something.
Ooh, man. That just unlocked another memory. Uh
Yeah.
my mom had an electric typewriter. Uh and she brought it out to the kitchen table once. Uh and just kind of I don't know, felt like including me in something. So she was like, "Hey, Brandon, you want to help me write a note?" And I was like, "Whoa!" And like the electric typewriter was like so cool to mess with and stuff.
Those are really neat.
Yeah.
I've been seeing every time I think back on computer stuff, I think back to the really old games that I used to play and the Infocom games. I've actually been tempted to like stream some Infocom games, but they'd be really not very interesting to watch. I just think they're funny.
That's the text-based RPGs,
The
right?
text-based adventures, yeah, like Zork is an Infocom game. That was like their big claim to fame was the Zork series. But they had a bunch of them. They had like a they have like a really fun like mystery game where you show up to like a mansion and just, there's a murder most foul and you must solve it and things like that.
Yeah.
But I sunk a lot of hours when I was maybe like 11 or 12. I sunk so many hours into Zork Zero, which was a prequel to Zork. And again, like probably 99% just text based. And it's so funny thinking back on that because that map was huge and I have no idea because I didn't take notes. I don't know how I remembered where everything was on that fucking map.
Well,
Because obviously you don't have a visual or anything. And I would just be like, oh, I have to go to this place. Northwest, east, 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 west, north, 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 east, south. Like stuff like that. I have no idea how I would remember that stuff.
so many directions.
Yeah.
Uh, Goodness. I didn't play any of those when I was a kid, like any.
Yeah, the lurking horror. Sorry. I'm so excited that people know what these games are.
You're
Nobody
good.
ever knows what I'm talking about.
You're good. I never played any uh text-based RPGs when I was a kid. And I guess that'd be the difficult thing. Like it's not the most visually appealing thing, so like streaming it would be really hard. Uh,
Exactly. Yeah, it's some of them are great because they're clever. Like Zork Zero was really funny, was what was great about it. And that sort of that's what kept my interest because I like I said, I sunk a lot of hours into that. I would come home from school, hastily do my homework, and play Zork Zero for like 3 hours.
yeah.
I never beat it.
Uh, uh, I will say, and I could kick myself for not remembering the name of it, but there's this one from like the 80s. It was released on DOS that my buddy Josh like screen shared it and just basically had me do a playthrough of it with him where I like put in the answers and he would, you know, tell the game what my answer was and
Yeah.
whatnot. But it was like this interesting sort of thing where like it's your life, where like uh, you start out as a baby, and it's just like, okay, this scenario happened. What do you do? And so you just click between a bunch of options, and it just like says, okay, based on this decision, you learned about this growing up, or like, based on this decision, you found yourself a partner. Based on this decision, blah blah blah. And I don't know. I just thought that like going through a human life like that was a really interesting kind of game. It was
That is interesting. And it's so I don't have a ton of experience in RPG Maker, but it's cool thinking back to games like that and seeing how they could kind of compile like data like that and put out interesting and unique endings based on, multiple decisions that are made and things like that. So
absolutely.
I have like a little tiny baby level of experience with making that. It's just really neat. It's very cool.
Yeah, I was uh I was pretty happy with how my playthrough of that ended. My guy made it to 68 years old, and uh, he died a fucking champion. He was he was in a senior baseball league and made the winning catch for his team, but the excitement of it all gave him a heart attack.
Oh my god. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, if I were gonna die, if I were gonna just like write a storybook ending for me dying, I like baseball. I think that's a pretty good one.
Oh, thank God, another person who likes baseball. I don't keep up with it at all, but
Hey,
I felt so alone in school where people would be like, "What sport do you like?" And I'd be like, "I like baseball." And they'd go, "That one's so boring."
yeah, the '90s weren't a kind time to baseball. Uh,
Yeah.
Hi, Sora the Hedgehog. You came here a while ago, and I'm sorry we were kind of talking, but hello. What game was that, Skull? I don't know. I don't remember what it was called at all, and I kind of wish that Josh was here in the chat so he could say. But it was
Was it text-based, you said?
yeah, it was text based, and it just ran you through a simulated life, and it was really
Was it called Alter Ego?
I think that's what it was.
I'm really good at Google.
Yeah, Google is one of my favorite text based games.
Yeah, and I'm super good at it.
Yeah. Uh, it was just fun to go through and just be like, hey, this scenario, and here's how this decision is going to shape later events in your life, and it was like, I don't know, that kind of shit just intrigues me.
Yeah, for sure. I want to just play a bunch of the old games that I used to play now. So, and like everybody played the Oregon Trail, but did you ever play the Yukon Trail?
Uh, I can tell you right now, I didn't play either one of those. I did play
Whew.
Oregon Trail, however.
Yukon Trail is amazing. And I like it wasn't in schools everywhere, which is why most people I don't think played it, but it's pretty good. There's like there's more dialogue in it. You get to pick a person to travel with right at the beginning. So one will be
Ooh.
like, "I'm really good at making boats to get across rivers." And one person will be like, "I'm really good at hunting and finding food." And then there's one guy who's just sort of he's just like, "I have a lot of money."
Hmm. And then there's this really sweet one who's just like, I'll give you kissies when you're sad.
Oh. Oh.
Uh, yeah,
Apparently you can buy Alter Ego for $5. Wait, play now for free.
ooh. Well, that seems to be right up your alley, Jen. I would definitely recommend it.
Oh, I'm already playing it. Wait, personality quiz. Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, your personality plays a lot of role in the decision-making process and like how things
Okay.
turn out.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably play that a little bit after this just to mess around with it because it is right up my alley. I really love super old computer games. I think they're funny.
Yeah. What I remember, just off the topic of, playing uh, PC games in school, the ones I always associated with, like, this is definitely going to be on a school PC is uh, Word Rescue and Math Rescue, if anybody remembers those. Uh, like, I didn't like Math Rescue as much because I hate math, but
Sure.
Word Rescue is fucking legit.
Oh, actually, thinking about it, there was this one game called Troggle Trouble Math, and it stressed me out because I too hate math, but it was it was so 90s. It was amazing. I don't remember, I think you're trying to save somebody or something, and you're just this like silly little dog running around on this map. And then like these like monsters will show up. I think they were the Troggles, and you have to like do I can't sum up what made it so charming, but it was very charming and I love it very much.
Don't worry, you had me at dog.
Oh my gosh. So my little brother has uh he has a Twitch reward on his channel where sorry, a channel reward for channel points where you can make him play a game. And I think once I finally hit that amount, I'm gonna make him play Troggle Trouble Math.
Hey,
It's been a
nice.
long time and he'll probably still enjoy it very much, and he's better at math than I am.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sorry, I was just thinking the other day, I was like, what game am I gonna make him play when I save up enough? And that's it. That's the answer.
There you go. Uh, let's see here. Have you ever played the X68000 Skull chat? Anybody? No? Okay. Yeah, I can't say that I have.
I wonder if you can play the Yukon Trail online.
Oh, you probably can somewhere. I know Internet Archive has like a DOS emulator on it.
Yeah, and I think I've found stuff before on My Abandonware. Come on, there we go. Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to know what Yukon Trail is, it's on playclassic.games.
Cheer, buddy. Crest, I was just never terribly good at math. I'm sorry. That and I swear Word Rescue is just a much better built game.
I'm gonna play a lot of old games today.
Cheer, buddy.
I love math. You guys are hurting me. Listen, math is really cool. It's just that it's also historically been an enormous source of stress for me, which is why I kind of don't like it very much.
Yeah.
I like math when it's written correctly and I can actually do it. That's fun. And I was really into geometry. That one was fun.
Yeah, actually, that's reminded me of a video I saw from Let Me Explain Studios yesterday. She was like, "Oh man, I hated math in school, but I love geometry because it's visual." And like she was like, creative people tend to do that." And I was like, "Well, I never took geometry. I didn't make it that far in high school, but I can compare it to my experience with CAD, at least a little. And I still didn't fucking like CAD,
Cat?
computer aided drafting and design.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
You're just like you just do a bunch of little 3D things. I typically did my lessons on paper because that was much better than using the computer
Mm.
for me. But it was still one of my least favorite classes in high school.
You know what I think is one of the biggest betrayals that I feel like I've experienced in learning geometry?
What's that?
So I feel like so everybody learns about PEMDAS or like a variation of PEMDAS. And but I feel like for me at least they didn't make it clear enough that each of those are kind of in pairs where they're of equal importance. So like you do parentheses and exponents and then like multiplication and division are of equal importance. And so like I don't remember how a lot of that works, but I feel like parentheses are frequently really underutilized in math problems that are posted online, being like, what's the answer to this? It's like, I'm not even that good at math, and I know that there's two answers to this, you bitch. This is a mean question, and it's why people hate math.
I can tell you right now, as soon as you said parentheses, my mind immediately went to algebra and
Or wait,
y-
sorry. Algebra is probably what I meant.
uh,
If I said geometry, that was a mistake.
whatever the case may be, of all the kind of math that I struggled with and hated, algebra
Mhm.
is at the top of the list. It is like the most useless, like bullshit I ever had to go through in my entire life.
I think it can be useful. It's just that, like I said, at least when I was in school, I don't think it was taught that well. Like, I really struggled with it a lot, and I just like hated it, especially because like I said, there were questions sometimes where there'd be multiple answers, and it's just
Here's a random.
geometry's easy. They're just like, here's shapes and some
Yeah,
angles, and the angles can only add up to a specific amount. And it's like, oh, I can do this. This is easy.
like algebra is just like here's a mismatch or mishmash rather of numbers and letters, and we'll stick some parentheses in there to make it look fancy. Find for x. Like, okay, cool,
No, the
thanks.
parentheses are actually important. That was my complaint, is that they don't use enough parentheses and brackets in math. It makes it harder if you don't use enough parentheses and brackets in math.
I I don't know how much of a problem it is in modern schooling, but I definitely know that back when I was taking it, one of my big problems with algebra as well is that it takes up too much paper real estate. God damn it. So you got to make a
But yeah,
big tree to answer the question.
I do feel like geometry is a lot more practical as far as math goes. Like, because I like building things, I like making things, and I use it frequently because of that.
Yeah. Also, welcome to the stream, sorry, Ruiz Jr. Uh, was
Who is that
asking,
drawing?
yeah,
It's
who's that
Guy
drawing?
Hanselman.
Guy Hanselman. Swift, I couldn't type you up an algebra question if I tried.
Ooh, let me show an example of like the kinds of problems that I hate that make me really angry and are terrible. Okay, so let's do like this. Divided by 3. Oop. Okay. This is the kind of thing that they'll post on like social media and be like, "What's the answer?" And it's like, it could be one of two things, you absolute monsters. Like the answer to this one, for instance, would be either, hang on. It would either be like 6/9, and I don't feel like doing that division right now, or it would be 6. So it's like it could go in two completely different. I think it's 6. I don't know. I'm terrible at doing math in my head. But either way, it can have two very different answers. And it's like, that's not nice.
I hate you, math. I hate you, algebra.
Because, like, hang on. Okay, so like 6 divided by parentheses 3 parentheses 2 plus 1 is totally different from that. And it could be either of those because it didn't specify.
Yeah, I just know
This
that it
is
was.
why algebra's bad.
Yeah, I just know that it was hard, that I didn't understand it, and that I just wanted to burn it.
Yeah, this is why I feel like a lot of kids stop liking math in like the 6th grade because that's when you start learning this BS. Because like I it made me sad too because I was a good math student until middle school.
Yeah, same here. Is like I could do simple math just fine. But I don't ever remember having a proper division lesson in school ever, which is weird. Uh,
Oh, we did. That was like most of 5th grade for me.
yeah, like that. I feel like that should have been fourth grade, at least with the way that things were going for me. But like I also went to a bunch of different schools, so maybe by the time that I actually settled in somewhere, that the division lessons were long over.
Oh, sorry. Might as well just say it. Kimosabi said, I would not survive with this type of math gen, not gonna lie. Guess what? I basically didn't survive. I had to really struggle to get C's until I got into, what is it? FST, function statistics and trigonometry. And then I got like a D or an F. And then I went, oh, you know what? I actually don't need this last math credit to graduate. So I dropped the
Hey,
class.
uh, I remember in 10th grade, we were doing like online uh, algebra, and for the first while, I was really surprised with myself because I was ahead of the class by quite a bit, and then like the lessons getting suddenly much harder, and absences as well kind of dropped me to behind. But I did like just enough in just the right amount of time to where they were like, okay, you got the choice now. Like, do you want to keep doing this or take up English? And I was like, this math is killing me. I'm gonna take up English. And then I ended up hating English that year way more. So,
See, I I always wish that I could go back in time and retake English and use audiobooks to do my reading because I was actually pretty dang good at that class. I was just terrible at finishing assigned reading. I had a very, very nice teacher my sophomore year who I think recognized that I was like smart and should be in classes for smarter kids, but just also struggled to get work done. And she was very nice though and recommended me for honors English anyway.
that was nice
And
of
then
her.
I had her as a teacher again for oh gosh, what was the fancy English class? Because there was college writing and I can't remember terms right now. But I had her again senior year, and that one was a great English class, which I once again struggled to finish reading things in.
Gotcha. I think my problem with English was that I just like both years of high school I had an asshole teacher. Like two different teachers, they both sucked and were mean.
That doesn't help with anything.
Yeah, no, that
Unfortunate.
in combination with like the government kind of like sticking their nose in and being like, okay, here we won't let you pick the curriculum. We have these assigned pieces of literature that you absolutely have to teach, and do it in the least fun way too, so that
Ew.
so that nobody's having a good time in English class.
I just remember, and this is going to sound judgmental if anybody doesn't know this term, but I was like a 15-year-old who was pretty pretentious. So I'm just gonna deal with it. I just remember, and because this was before I was moved into honors English, we were doing like a section on poetry, and the teacher was describing something, and she was like, "Yeah, so this is like this term is referring to like, you know, when every line starts with the same consonant." And somebody in the class went, "What's a consonant?" And I was just off to the side, and I just started bonking my head against the desk.
Oh my.
I was just like, I don't belong here.
Man, by like 15 years old though, you probably should know what a consonant is.
I know. I was like, I must leave.
Yeah, goodness. It was definitely a time in my English classes in high school for the reasons that I
Mhm.
described. One of the things that pissed me off the most, and I don't know if I told the story on stream before, uh, but like just from the get-go, I hated English class, and part of that was like our very first thing was Romeo and Juliet, very standard for uh, high school, I would imagine.
Yeah,
Um,
14-year-olds because they're about that old.
and uh, like the books were all in Old English, and the entire class hated it. So the teacher was at least nice enough to be like, okay, we'll do it like this, and projected it from a website that on one side had the original text, and the other side had like a modernized English
Oh,
take
yeah,
on
yeah,
that.
yeah. Right.
But then these indecisive fucks that were my classmates started complaining about that. So we put it to a vote. And then, like, the majority of the class, except three kids, voted to read from the Old English books again. And I was like, guys, what the hell are you doing? You just.
See, what makes I actually love Shakespeare, and what makes me sad about it is it's not difficult to understand if you're watching a performance of it, like a good one,
Yeah,
because they do things to keep the audience engaged. So there's some things that like might go over their head, but there's so much that they do with like body language and interaction stuff and staging that basically tells you what the story is and what they're talking about.
that's what I felt like later on when they played the Leonardo DiCaprio movie. Even though that's a bit of a different take on the story, but like. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan, but whatever. A lot of people liked it.
But like they were, the main characters were all speaking in Old English, but I could still like get the
Yeah.
gist of what was going on because of, like you said, the
Well,
body language and the emotion and all that.
it's Shakespearean English. Old English is even more confusing.
And like
But yeah.
so that was digestible for me, but just like
Yeah.
straight up reading from the book with this archaic form of our language that we speak, I didn't understand a goddamn thing. And I
Well,
thought
yeah,
that.
and like I said, that's what makes me mad about it. It's like, yeah, no wonder a lot of people hate Shakespeare. They don't learn it the way that it's meant to be experienced.
Yeah, like that makes a lot of sense. Uh
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's just I thought that my classmates were all on the same page about it. Um, but like a bunch of them flipped, and the ones who didn't flip were very upsetty spaghetti, and I think justifiably.
Yeah. See, when I was 14, we studied Romeo and Juliet, and my teacher thought that a good way to study that play would be to have everybody split into pairs of two, and then everybody would perform the balcony scene. And I think the point was to be like, look at all the takes you can have on this scene. But instead, it was just sort of like, we're watching everybody do the same part of the play, and none of them are going to perform it in a way that's actually interesting because it's a group of random high schoolers and not a group of actors.
Not gonna lie,
And
teacher.
and most of them are going to play up the romance aspect, which is like kind of the weakest part of Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, Miss Teacherton, but by the third time, it's getting kind of boring.
She sort of treated the whole play as like, oh, it's so romantic. And it's like, no, this play is deeply tragic and sad. And the first half is really, really funny. Like it functions best when you play up how immature Romeo and Juliet are. Like you can the best way I think to do that show is it's really really funny and then the first person dies and then it's really really sad and distressing, like then it's a really good production. But yeah, like you're not going to see that from uneducated high schoolers who are just now getting familiar with the story.
Yeah, definitely.
On the other hand, one of my best experiences in an English class was in my senior year English when we studied Hamlet, which I was already very familiar with. It's like my favorite Shakespeare play. I saw it when I was very, very young. Like I watched the Kenneth Branagh movie and I really liked it. And we were all split up into groups and the teacher each assigned us like a scene at a time to work through and like do a presentation to the class of like we would read through the scene and then talk about what happened in the scene, and that's how we were going through this play. And I got my favorite scene in the play and I got to read my favorite monologue in the play.
Hey, nice.
It was amazing.
It's like high school wasn't so great. Like I bitched about a few times during this conversation already in terms of English class and honestly most other classes too. But uh, I think what I liked was before then, like in elementary and middle school, where English class was more so just like, let's read this junior novel, and take some quizzes on it, discuss the story, and just have a good time reading through it together as a class. That was the good shit.
Whoa, sorry, had an alarm go off. Yeah, I like I feel like with plays especially, that's a really good way to learn it. To like actually kind of like do some reading aloud stuff and actually discuss things as you go instead of just be like read it.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. In elementary and middle school, it was far more like a group thing. Like you're just kind of like experiencing the story together. Uh,
Yeah. Although I know that was really rough for some kids who had like dyslexia and things like that.
yeah, oh yeah, I can imagine
The
that
ones
being
where
a.
you'd like go around the class. I think it works best when you take like volunteers or something.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
Um,
but just I don't know. I felt like I could get more into a story. With that kind of stuff, especially because after all the discussions and stuff, when we would finish the story, typically we would watch like a movie-based adaptation of it too,
yeah,
which was a nice way to like, we got the book and now we can compare the book and the movie as
yeah.
well. Uh, I think the most memorable ones in that department to me were the Lion Witch in the Wardrobe because the movie came out like right after we were done reading the book. Uh,
Oh,
So
You're
like,
so young.
yeah, like, so we got to see it in theaters, like, maybe a day or two after we were finished reading the book, and that introduced me to my favorite movie theater of all time. So that was cool.
Oh my god. I was so jealous. One of the high school English classes, and of course it was never one that I was in, but the teacher was really into Tolkien. And so every year he'd have the class read The Hobbit and then they'd go see the newest Lord of the Rings movie as it came out.
Huh.
And he did it 3 years in a row because I was like in high school, I think, when those came out. So he would always be like, read this, and we're going to use this as an excuse to go see this new movie I want to see.
Sounds fun to me.
I know, and I never got to be in that class.
Darn. Um, so like that was really fun.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, getting into the Chronicles of Narnia. Uh, and then the other one that I think about was a little later in middle school when my class and I read The Outsiders. I
Actually not familiar. I've heard of it. I don't really
yeah,
know anything about it though.
like I don't remember much about the finer details of the story or anything. I just remember being really engrossed in it and watching the movie and enjoying it.
Kimosabi said, not gonna lie, I fell asleep during the Shakespeare movie, would not want to see again. I'm not sure which movie you
Yeah,
mean,
which
but
movie?
maybe you mean Shakespeare in Love. No, I don't know. I'm not gonna blame people too much on that. I was very lucky. I had a dad who used to be a high school English teacher, and I saw my first Shakespeare play when I was still in grade school, and he was just such a good teacher for that stuff in general. Because we would be watching the play, it was Midsummer Night's Dream, and he would lean over periodically and just catch me up on what was going on, so that I could keep up with the story. And it was also just a really like it's a funny play to do, and it was a good performance considering it was just like a local theater. So I had good early exposure to Shakespeare content.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Uh, Robert says, "Skull, that happened to me with City of Ember, and that movie was a letdown."
Oh.
I'm sorry for you. Uh, there was another one actually. Hoot. The movie adaptation of that one just kind of happened to come out very shortly after we were finished reading the book. Though that one wasn't one of the more memorable reading experiences. But yeah, it was a fine enough story. Yeah,
That
that's
was the movie I saw. Wait, Kimosabi, you watched Shakespeare in Love, or was it Midsummer Night's Dream? I just want to be clear here.
I had to do a play of Midsummer Night's Dreams. Oh, okay, so I think that's what Midsummer Night's Dream.
Midsummer Night's Dream is funny too. It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm not really too uppity on the works of Shakespeare, which I
Well,
absolutely should be
the
because
ones with probably the broadest appeal would be Midsummer, Romeo and Juliet, and Hamlet. Like, there's a reason that those tend to be the go-to that people talk about a lot.
yeah, I just gotta expose myself to like whatever people think are like the best movie adaptations of those ones or something.
Yeah. I mean, I will say Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet is really good. And actually, he also has a very good Much Ado About Nothing, which is a very widely loved comedy of Shakespeare's. That one, in my opinion, hasn't aged amazingly. There's a couple moments in particular where I'm like, maybe she just shouldn't end up with that guy. But Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson are both in it, and they're very good. So there's that, at least.
Yeah. Uh, let's see here.
Ooh, Twelfth Night is also a fun Shakespeare comedy.
Again, I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it because you're my
It's
friend and I trust you.
there's a shipwreck, and this woman is on like there, and she's like, "Uh-oh, I gotta be in disguise because, like, women don't necessarily get treated very well. I think that's the reason. I don't remember. So she disguises herself as a man because that's a big thing that happens a lot in Shakespearean plays is women disguising themselves as men. So she disguises herself as a man and she goes to work for this, like, lord guy. And the lord guy's like, woe is me. I'm in love with this lady who doesn't like me back. Will you talk to her for me, please? And so she goes to talk to the lady, and the lady starts falling in love with the lady who's in like disguised as a dude, and then the woman disguised as a dude starts falling in love with the lord guy, and it's a whole thing. Shakespeare comedies are good stuff.
That just got me thinking because of the way that things were in the performance back then. So you would have like a younger male actor playing the lady, disguising herself as a man.
Yeah. That's why it was so understandable that this random woman would fall in love with him.
Interesting how that worked out.
Yeah.
There's definitely a good few things that I'll have to look into, not just Shakespeare, but some other stories I've heard of and I know that are classics, and some that aren't even like classics, but uh,
Yeah. The one that I'd always like to get around to reading at some point and just force myself to get through it is Tale of Two Cities, because I think that's my dad's favorite book and he has good taste.
and similar reasons for me actually. One story that I want to try to read is a book called The Flame and the Flower. That's my mom's favorite book.
Hmm.
And the reason why I'm interested in reading it, not like just because it's my mom's favorite, but she liked this story so much that I'm named after the male protagonist. So
Oh, yeah, you gotta read that then.
yeah, so like I just gotta see like what's up with my namesake.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Okay, on the topic of Shakespeare play stuff, just real quick. If you do want to familiarize yourself with something at some point, I'd recommend potentially seeing a decently reviewed local one and reading a synopsis beforehand instead of going to a movie because they're much bigger in their actions on stage compared
Yeah,
to film. So it's a little bit more engaging. Just a suggestion.
yeah. I mean, it's a sensible suggestion. I mean, like that's how they were meant to be uh,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
consumed in the first place. So
Crestline Iceberg says, Much Ado About Nothing was the fucking Shakespeare play. Yeah, it is a Shakespeare play.
it is indeed a fucking one too.
It is. It's a comedy, and that means actually, wait, yeah, sex is a big part of the plot in that one.
Break out the heavy saxophone,
It's
boys.
literally the fucking Shakespearean play.
uh, Sun Swift. Yeah, we have been on for just about 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Well,
Uh,
I should probably go. I'm pretty hungry.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry too.
Yeah.
We've been on for quite a bit. So unless if somebody has like a question, in like I don't know the next minute and a half or so, uh,
Oh yeah, we've just sort of been talking. Are there any questions?
I mean, I think it was spurned on from stuff that people were saying in the chat. I don't know. That's just kind of how this thing works.
All right.
Is somebody will just say something and that just leads to a bunch of different conversation. But it's fun. Eat this fun. Uh, but yeah, I think Shakespeare has a weird sense of humor. You
He
know,
does. There's so many dick jokes in Shakespeare plays. There's like a lot of dick jokes, and there's a shocking number of dick jokes in Shakespeare's plays.
like this is gonna sound so fucking weird, but like I feel like around those times and like for a very long period, teehee, before then, like there's just in European cultures was just like there was just a shitload of penis based symbolism and it makes for a lot of modern day humor. I
I wonder
feel.
if this was before or after that Pope ordered a bunch of statues to get their dicks cut off because they were like inappropriate. Because I know that I read this recently. They did that, and then I guess they decided like you know what? No, that actually is okay. And so some like historian people were basically running around with a box of like stone dicks trying to match them to the statues that they were.
And yeah, Pope, and learn how to have some fun every now and
Learn
then.
how to party, you jerk.
Yeah, leave the dicks alone.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, as always, history has sort of swung between being okay with like very body sexual humor and content and being really, really, really uptight about it.
Yeah. And on that
Actually,
note, oh, finish your thought.
Oh no, I was gonna say actually I feel like during some more recent parts of history are surprisingly some of the more uptight periods that we've had in time in
Yeah,
some ways.
really depends on when you're looking.
Yeah.
But on the note of dicks,
Yeah.
uh,
Gulpine.
yeah, Gulpine. Goodness, what a nice stream though that this was. And Jen, thank you once again for coming up here on like literally 5 minutes notice, just off the cuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a fun time.
Yeah, same here. And to all of you in the chat, I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I don't know when I'll be back for another stream, if it's going to be Pokemon or if it's going to be the Sonic Anniversary event next week, uh, or maybe something this weekend. Who knows? But what I know for now is that this was a really good time, and I thank you all for having yourself a watch. So yeah. With all that said, I've been skull902.
I have been Time Soup. Oh, and actually, if anybody wants to, you can follow me on Twitch. I am at time_soup there. I'd love to have you.
Yeah, go check out Jen's streams whenever she's got one going on, because she's got some really entertaining stuff too.
Yeah, I have a sparkling personality. Come on over.
Yeah. Uh, so, with that said, thank you for watching and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye bye.